Hey guys, welcome to episode 211 of Foreplay Anime Cast. This is the last episode of 2022 for our podcast, technically, because after this, our Winter 2022 preview show that we're doing right now, we are going to be taking a little bit of an extended break on over the Christmas weekend, and we are also not going to do the Saturday, which is the December 31st of of which is New Year's Eve, right? So, but we are going to do the night of New Year's, which is the first, January 1st, right? So watch out for that. That's Sunday, and we are going to be doing our awards show then. So check us out then. But we are going to be skipping the Christmas weekend. So again, just be watching out for that. And we are doing the preview show this time. So this is the 10th of December, and I guess, I'm Spire, your host, as usual. And here are my compatriots, Near.
What's up?
Did you getting out of slumber, I think, and then Dark
Hello.
and Toast.
What? Did you know there's something called a Filipino bento nowadays?
A Filipino bento? What the? Is that like all like the Filipino like Swedish like savory like kind of like small like sausage dishes and stuff like that? That's like all packed into like a bento? Is that sort of what it is?
Yes.
Okay. That sounds actually pretty
You know
decent though.
you know what it was? It
What is
was
it?
longanisa, which is a type of sausage, garlic, rice, and egg. That's
That
about it.
sounds pretty decent to be honest though. As long as people aren't like selling it at like anime conventions for like $50 a pop, it's fine. I think that's like a fine idea.
Who would
um
want Filipino food at an anime
Spire,
convention?
that's where you're wrong because it's an art form, okay?
That's true. It's like as long as the Filipino cosplay girls go over there and do Moe Moe Kyun over my Filipino bento, I am okay with
Yeah,
that.
you don't understand the true artistic value behind the bento versus the American lunchbox, okay?
Here you go,
That is
Spire.
true.
I'll link the picture.
Yeah.
Where's the
Okay.
picture? Here you
But
go.
yeah. What is this?
The picture.
Yeah.
I
Well,
got
the
where is it?
Pinoy bento box, seafood, hot crab, and gobia. Oh no, I mean this looks fine, honestly. Like, well, yeah, for $7.99, this looks pretty good, to be
Where are the
honest.
maggots?
Yeah, the maggots.
It's
They,
true.
they don't survive the freezing process,
Actually,
man.
this looks much better than like a lot of like standard, say like, let's say you go to like Chinese American places, right? Where it's like they have a lot more like rice filler and so on these days. This looks like it has a lot more like actual meat and whatever. So
It's
this
also
looks
right
good.
next to a Jollibee, so I also got Jollibee.
Yeah.
So
Anyways, we are again. This is the preview show, and we are going to just run through the anime series as usual. We use the Anime News Network. I'm going to put that in the chat here.
Also
This
gonna be up
is
on the stream. I'll
yes, sir.
follow it along roughly.
Yes. We also have a playlist. We should actually find a way to just like pin this or some shit. I forget. There's like a Twitch like default like pin thing right now, right?
Is there?
Um,
There.
I feel like there should be, but
So I think there's like a you can like pin like an about me thing, but the thing is like it's still kind of out of the way.
yeah.
Uh,
Oh, okay. I'll just pin this. Here we go. There we go. Yeah. Okay. I'll do this. I think pinning the
oh yeah, that works.
yeah. I think pinning the YouTube list is probably better, right? But anyways, this is the Anime News Network list, and we usually use this because again, all the other sort of lists out there online tend to be inconsistent or somewhat speculative, or they include a lot of series that like you don't actually end up seeing in this upcoming season, or they get delayed or canceled or like whatever happens to them. So this is usually the best updated, the most consistent one, the one with the best core. So we usually use this. So anyways, there are about 50 series. Yeah, there are pretty much like at least in the ANN list, there are 50 series this season, which is a relatively standard sort of um, sort of bigger season or more like, varied season, right? And this sort of thing usually does happen in the winter season, where the winter season is usually the season where most of the studios take the time to do like smaller stuff, or the smaller studios get their time to do like more creative projects or their own like sort of anime production projects, instead of being, subcontractors to bigger studios or bigger projects, right? So since this is usually the more like grab bag of the seasons, we have about 50 series, and approximately of which 35, I think, are either 35 original / unique series. And what I mean by that usually is they're not sequels, and they're not like random just like children's like shorts and stuff like that, right? So that's pretty much like an exactly 70% ratio, which is pretty much on the upper limit ish of the unique series that we see. Usually, on the lower end we see only like 50-60%, if there's like a lot of like isekai sequels and stuff like that these days. But pretty good ratio, pretty good sort of um, yeah.
What?
What were you gonna say?
Why does this have pickled radish? I don't remember any pickled radish in Filipino food.
I think that's just a leftover from the other bento cultures toast. But anyways, so the ratio pretty good. The number series seems promising, but we'll get into it shortly. Again, we're gonna skip our last 2 weeks and just go straight in. We're gonna do the usual format. I'm gonna quickly go through and describe the series, and I'm gonna go through everybody here and just do a thumbs up, thumbs down. Are you gonna watch it? Are you not gonna watch it? Maybe you're gonna watch a couple episodes and just quick, lightning round thoughts on it. Right? We might stop on 1 or 2 series, but I think this season we're gonna be able to go blitz through it relatively fast. So, anyways, that's pretty much it for the introduction. So, without further ado, let's start off here. So first off, we have the Ice Guy and his cool female colleague. This is a manga original. The original name is Koori Zokusei Danshi to Cool na Douryou Joshi. Himuro, which is the male protagonist, is a descendant of Yuki Onna, which is sort of these Japanese mythos characters where they create snow, right? They're like freezing to the touch and stuff like that, but they're like
Oh,
very
you
like
mean
pretty.
you mean like the Sasquatch or the Wendigo?
Yeah, it's kind of like that, but they have like ice powers, and they're like pretty women or something like that, if I remember correctly. Like they're
yeah,
actually like
those two,
human
They're
women.
like ice. Aren't they like basically like ice sirens essentially? Like
Yes.
Yes,
And
yes, yes.
Spire,
yeah.
when neither Wendigos nor Sasquatches have ice powers. I just made that up.
Yeah.
Don't you know? Don't
Well,
you know your cryptids?
I'm really bad at that shit. But anyways, he is a descendant of Yuki Onna, living in modern times, and as well as a newbie office worker. When he gets emotionally overwhelmed, he ends up causing blizzards or starts building snowmen and igloos. Whenever his secret romantic feelings for his unique yet kind worker Hyouken intensify, he sometimes ends up freezing those around him. Then there's Hyouken herself. Everyone always sees her as the cool type, but Hyouken is actually also pretty curious about her mysterious coworker, Himuro. So this is
How
a
how
library.
is
What?
how is she curious about her coworker? It's just like, oh no, when he goes Doki Doki, there's suddenly a snowstorm. It's like, oh, kind of obvious what you are.
Yeah,
I mean, that probably
yeah,
wouldn't be your first assumption if that was
Mhm.
happening.
But yeah, this is a Liber and Zero G Productions. Both are pretty much small time studios. Liber much more. This is like essentially their
Liber
first
or
major.
Liber? I thought it was Liber. We used to say
Liber,
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 right?
Liber. I guess yeah. Liber Studios. This is essentially their first main project and their second overall project that has been recorded. And Zero G has done like assistant work, subcontracting in a lot of other places. But yeah, it seems like a pretty standard slice of life, plus or minus like this Yuki Onna or Yuki Otoko theme, right? What do you think, Nier? Thumbs up, thumbs down?
Um, nah,
No,
probably
okay.
not.
Quick pass. Toast?
Is this a yaoi?
What? There's
What?
literally
What?
there's literally
Why
a guy
why
and a
why do we
girl.
why do you got a blushing Ikemen, dude? I'm sussing that.
But that doesn't make it yaoi,
Why
right?
isn't
There's
he? Why
literally
isn't
a
he
male.
fucking ugly and stupid and dumb?
yeah,
Like,
that
I,
if he's not ugly, then this is for Joshi bait. Fuck this shit.
you know how,
Because this takes place in an office, dude. It's like the meme.
yeah,
Yeah.
Can't be,
you know
otherwise
how,
it's harassment.
you know how Hiei is a mutation of the Yuki Onna. That's why he's like a fire Yuki Onna. I'm expecting like his rival to be like, if this dude is, oh, I'm a Yuki Onna, but when my body heats up, I cause snowstorms. I'm expecting the rival to be like, oh, I'm a fire demon type, and when I'm cold, and when I'm like tsundere or cold or something, and then like magma starts
Yeah,
shooting out
everyone
of the ground
around
or
him
something.
spontaneously combusts.
Yeah, I'll only be interested if they have like a foil to him
Okay.
with like an
Well,
opposite, because he's doing the whole like ice fire thing. His Yuki Onna versus his emotions. So
yeah. I
unless
mean,
there's a
that's like a very standard thing, though. To be fair, like
and
that's
like the girl that he likes is also kind of cold, so it's like cold and cold attract. It's like eating ice cream in winter. I get
Mhm.
it, but I'll only be interested if there's like a fire dude in this series,
Okay.
or like his little sister is a fire chick. I'll take that. Otherwise,
Okay.
no.
All right. Well,
I
Dark.
need
What
my
about you?
foil.
Um, so I'm probably gonna check this out. I think the one thing, Demi-chan did this better, so watch
That's
that.
fair. That's fair.
But no, there was something else. Oh yeah. This show's like, I don't know if it's the way they're doing like shading. But is it me, or does this show look like it was like CG, but it's not? You know what I mean? Like there's something weird about like the coloring
I
and
think you
shading
do.
that like
I don't see it.
weirdly gives it this like illusion to me of CG. Was like, yeah, it's not CG. So I don't know what the fuck is going on there.
I think you're having a schizophrenic episode.
I don't see it.
But
I think
yeah,
it might be the way like some of like the hair fluttering and like the animations are created. That might be doing that for you, but I'm not entirely sure if I necessarily see it
whatever, dude.
myself.
We're gonna find out in 2 episodes now that this whole show was made in CG and then traced over. So
Yeah.
yeah,
This is actually made within the Truman Show. Yeah.
it was all lit
uh,
in CG. So
but yeah. Okay.
yeah, so I'll
So
probably peep it. It does seem like
okay.
at least a decent enough premise just to have like a fun romp. Is this a full or a short?
This is definitely a full.
Really? I think it's a short.
This?
Is it
No.
interesting enough to be a full?
I mean,
That
there
has
have been
not
many more
stopped.
boring. Yeah.
Yeah,
Way
it's not
more
the
other
qualification.
series.
Yeah. But yeah. This is probably a full series.
Are
Yeah.
like kudere dudes more popular than kudere girls in Japanese culture?
I don't think so, but I think that's more of a whole like anime demographic thing than it is a like the whether it's like objectively better for a guy to be good at it or whatever. You know what I mean? I think that's just a demographic thing. But
Well,
yeah.
I know my tastes.
Well, okay, so Dark is gonna watch it, and I think I'm gonna check it out because it's like a pretty standard thing. I do like the twist on it. I do like the whole like Yuki Onna being like a dude instead of a girl.
Sorry, why do you always like the twists that involve dudes?
Gotta have the dudes and the plot twist, bro. uh, but I also like more than the actual series. There's a song here in this PV who's done by I believe it's called Joyride by Sakuma Tako, which sounds really good. Like the PV song sounds really good if you guys check out the YouTube uh, channel or YouTube PV. So I'm more watching out for that than anything else, but I'll probably check it out. Anyways, next on the list here we have uh, the magical revolution of the reincarnated princess Tensei Oujo to Tensai Oujo to Tensai Reijou no Mahou Kakumei. This is a light novel original. Despite her supposed ineptitude with regular magic, Princess Anisphia defies the aristocracies. Oh god, I'm gonna fucking hate the names in this series, aren't I? Anisfia defies the aristocracy's expectations by developing "quote unquote" magicology, a unique magical theory based on memories from her past life. One day, she witnesses the brilliant noblewoman Euphelia unjustly stripped of her title as the kingdom's next monarch. That's when Anisfia concocts a plan to help Euphelia regain her good name, which somehow involves them living together and researching magic. Little do these two ladies know, however, that their chance encounter will alter not only their own futures, but those of the kingdom and the entire world. So, this is this is a Dio Media series. Okay. So Dio Media picking a series up. I haven't heard this name in a couple of seasons. I think this is okay sign, I think, unless they're running out of money somewhere. But yeah, what do you guys think? Nier?
No.
Not feeling it. Okay.
Nope. No Isekai for me, thanks.
This is not an
Yeah.
isekai, bro.
It's
It-
not. It's not
right?
technically not an isekai,
It's
bro.
not an
Come on.
isekai.
The
It's just magical
reincarnated
memories,
princess.
bro. It's just
Yeah.
magical
Yeah,
memories,
bro.
right?
sure.
Bro, you're just knee jerking. It's not isekai at all,
it's
and
not
they're all
isekai,
in
okay.
pocket. Yeah. Anyways, okay, Toast.
What?
Are you gonna watch it?
Well, let me just say, this is not just isekai. It's isekai plus villainous. Cause get it?
But there's a
She-
villainous isekai.
No.
But there are villainous
Pirates-
isekai, right?
No, they're
What's the
mutually
difference?
exclusive. In
They
certain
are?
genres, yes. You don't call a
What?
villainous isekai a villain, or an isekai is not a villainous series, but a villainous series can be an isekai. They're not mutually the same.
Yes, they are
Is,
different. Yeah. I mean,
Death
yes.
Flag a
Yeah,
villainous
that's fine.
series?
Yes.
That is an isekai.
No. I thought
Yes,
what
but
Toast was
it's
saying was that those are two different.
Villainous.
Yeah.
It's a villainous series, but
Plus-
it is also an isekai.
Yeah.
Like,
It's yeah.
I will,
No,
but this
yeah.
one I
Alright,
will. I'm just saying it has villainous elements because I'm
Yeah.
betrothed to the king, but now suddenly, some chick, I've been ousted, and now I have to get my revenge. But instead, the
Mhm.
revenge is by the main character. But that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. What am I talking about? I like this series. I like
Okay.
I like the main character quite a bit. She's a wild child, and there's some decent fighting action in this. And
Yeah, Dio Media usually doesn't really disappoint that much with I mean, they did. I think Campione, like when they did stuff like Campione, but that was like years ago. That was many years ago. Like when they did stuff like that, I was a little bit disappointed in their animations, but they're definitely much more improved from that like era, I think. So,
But yeah, I know quite a few people who are are interested in this series and are been
okay.
looking forward to the adaptation. So yeah, I'm
Pretty
definitely
good.
gonna watch this. This is definitely at least an 8 out of 10 so far.
Already? Already?
Already.
Okay.
I don't like
Alright.
the main character and how she fights. Cause
Alright.
oh whatever. I'll talk about it later. Yeah, it's good.
Okay. Dark.
Is this a Yuri?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like
Hell
an
yeah, my
action,
dude.
an act, because I heard it's like an actual like Yuri, like not a.
The main character is like, oh, if my idiot brother doesn't want her, then I'll take her. It's like, yes, good for you.
All right. I don't know. I think I might check this out.
Because her brother's the idiot prince, and it's like that's the only dude that's relevant in the series.
Mhm.
But
But yeah, I think it's I mean even without I mean the Yuri thing is good. I mean if they do it well, right? Um but I'm a little bit more interested in how they kind of flesh out the world because Toast did pique my interest in um this series just now, kind of talking about it in that sort of more excited manner. And usually Toast usually doesn't talk about it in that much of an excited manner unless like the world building and like the fleshing out is like at least somewhat decent. Like there's an actual minimum standard that Toast has. So I'm a little bit interested in seeing that as it goes forward as well. So maybe I'll check it out as well. But yeah, okay. So next on the list here is this one is a one that this is a name I haven't heard in quite a while. I have read the manga for it, but I definitely it's been a while since I've come across it here, and it is Tomo-chan is a girl. So this is a manga. I believe this is Yonkoma, right? This is a Yonkoma manga original, and it is the original title obviously is Tomo-chan wa Onnanoko. Tomo and Jun have been best buds since they were little kids, but now that they're in high school, Tomo wants to be more than friends. Too bad Jun just sees her as just one of the guys. Tomo may be a tomboy, but she's determined to prove to Jun that she's a woman too. So this is a sort of like will they, won't they kind of thing that lasts literally like forever up until like the very, very, very end of the manga series.
Guess how many chapters this has?
Didn't it have like I read it when it ended, but I like up until when it ended, but I forget. But I know it had at least like 150 plus, right?
You're not even close.
Yeah, it's like two. My first guess was gonna be before that was gonna be like 250 something, but I forget.
Is that your final answer?
I mean, I'm like I haven't read this
Is that your
series in
final
so
answer?
long. I'll say 250. I'll say
Okay.
250. Okay, what is it?
953.
Wait, what?
What the fuck?
953.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm not.
But to
I'm
be
not too surprised,
fair-
especially
To be
since
fair, these are one-page chapters.
Oh.
Is this is a yonkoma, right? This is not an ichikoma. This is like an actual yonkoma. But yeah,
No,
these
I would not
is this an ichikoma? I forget.
I guess it's literally one-page chapters.
Let me see this. But yeah, have any of you have you guys read this besides Toast and I? Nier? No.
I'm not. No.
Okay. But yeah, Nier, are you gonna watch it?
No. I'm not a masochist, so
Don't you
Not a
like-
fan of the will they won't they for 953 chapters.
not particularly.
Don't
no.
like tomboys near?
Yeah, this is a yonkoma Toast. But it's
Alright.
just like each page is a chapter. Yeah. But Toast, what about you?
Are you gonna watch this fire?
Probably, yeah. I mean, I gotta bathe in some nostalgia. You know, you gotta share some with me.
I mean, I'd rather just go through 950 chapters.
I mean, I can do that too, but I also want to check out the anime. Like, I'm not like, you know what I mean?
Uh, if my I'll say
Who's-
yes. I'll say yes, but only if my plate is not full.
Okay. Dark. Who's voicing Tomo-chan, by the way? Takashi Rie? It sounds like Takashi.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, it is. Yeah, it is.
I don't know who that is.
But yeah, Dark.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I'm gonna check this out. I mean, I like the cast. What I'm hoping, and it's probably not going to be the case. I mean, what I would have hoped is I would have hoped that this would have been like a looser adapt with like an actual ending. Then, you know what I
Well,
mean.
no.
But that is not going to happen in this
I mean,
fucking.
even if that were the case,
Oh.
you'd still be getting an entire series of will they, won't they, and then you just get something.
Yeah, it would
in
be the
last
one
episode.
episode. Yeah, it would
I
be
mean,
like
that would be
half,
fine
like half
for
of
me.
episode
Like,
11.
I can
into
go
episode
through like
12.
a season of like a will they won't they thing as long as there's like, like I'm still gonna go through it knowing that, but I do still appreciate when there's like a decently like strong closure at the end.
Yeah.
That was how I
Um,
felt at least about was it the 2 seasons of Baka to Test? Like I liked that season 2 kind of just like I was like, okay, whatever. Like this works as an ending.
Yeah, I mean they still Baka to Test season 2. They still ran off into the sunset though. At the end of the day,
I mean, they not particularly. I mean, they ran off into the sunset, but it was literally like, what's her name? The pink-haired girl was like, I'm not going to give up on him, but the other two, like, they were in a relationship. So I think like that's not
Yeah.
a full like ending, but it's at least like closure enough.
Mhm. I think it's this series is gonna be like if you guys have seen Tonari no Kaibutsu-kun, the it's like a shoujo series from like a while back, but it was like it did the whole like will they won't they the love triangle a little bit of the love triangle stuff like that, and then it kind of built up this like a little bit more of a significant arc I think over episodes 8 through 11 or something like that, and then in episode 12 it resolved it and it was like we had more adventures after that, but that's for later. Like that's I'll tell the stories later, stuff like that. So maybe it'll have something like that where it kind of does like a very small like thing in episode 10, 11, and then it'll resolve, or even in just episode 11, and then it'll resolve it in 12, and it'll just be like, yeah, we'll have more stories to tell after that or something like that. But that's probably my guess about how the episodes are gonna, or they're gonna how they're gonna pan out the scripts for this, but it's gonna be pretty standard, I think. So. Anyways, yeah, so I'll probably check it out as well because I want to bathe it. I want to bathe in the nostalgia a little bit, just because I'm greedy like that. But yeah. Anyways, next on the list here we have Revenger. This is an Ajiado series. That's also
Is this a
a
freaking
long.
Korean manhwa? I think is this a Korean webtoon? Sounds like one.
This sounds like one, yeah. This also is done. This is also planned with Nitro Plus apparently, which is
Oh boy.
yeah, so it's gonna be but yeah, Ajiado known for their work on stuff like Ascendance of a Bookworm. They did what is it? They did like a bunch of like other smaller stuff, like kids show stuff, like Maruko-chan and stuff like that. They did I did a little bit of Genshiken. They did They helped out with they also did Kakushigoto. How could I forget? Yeah, so they did a couple of stuff here and there in the past couple of years. But yeah, this is an anime original. Raizo Kurima is a man who was betrayed by someone he trusted, and now he has no place to return. He's now a hitman working for the organization Revenger, which takes revenge on behalf of those who have no power. He works at the Revengia. By the way, this is Revengia. The way that they spell it is Ribenji, which is sort of like revenge and katakana, and then ya, which is sort of a suffix for a general like store that does something, right? Like a hanaya is
A
like a flower.
revenge store.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like a I think portmanteau is what they call it, right? Is that how it's called? It's like a portmanteau. It's like a wordplay on revenger, right? The titular name, as well as revenge sort of store, right? He's working at the store.
You mean
serving
like how
revenge.
To Love Ru is also trouble?
Trouble. Yeah, exactly. Pretty much. But yeah, he works at the Revengia store that acts as a general store on the outside while hiding the Revenger organization beneath the surface. His coworkers include a physician with destructive impulses, a beautiful androgynous young man who is both cruel and innocent, a gambler who loves money and alcohol, and an intelligent lacquer craftsman. The five men start to build a strange friendship by working together. So
Is this a
this
yaoi?
is this going to be a standard question? I mean,
Yes.
it's not.
I mean, its
Um.
description didn't help, to be fair.
Yeah, yeah.
I see only one chick. It's like, and then the rest are dudes. They're
I
all
mean,
Ikemens.
this is at least better than
Oh, there's two chicks. I see.
This is at least better than the Bakumatsu boys and like the sword, or at least actually no, the Hanamaru one, the sword
Hanamaru?
boys
Oh, okay.
Hanamaru was okay, except for the plot. The plot was shitty, but like the animation was okay. I think if I
But
remember
is it
correctly.
better than Token Rambu?
Mm,
Is that the one?
yeah,
Token
took it
Rambu?
around, but Hanamaru. They did the Hanamaru was the most recent one, right?
Okay.
Uh, but I think this could maybe end up being like better in plot because Hanamaru was not good in plot. Um, but Nier, what about you? Are you gonna watch it?
I'm like obligated to, right?
Yeah, I was gonna
So,
say. Yeah,
Because
this is kind of
hot
your
revenge
alley.
voice.
yeah.
Hot and they're taking revenge on me.
Yeah, I mean it's edgy, it's action, like
Yeah.
Near
Hot,
out of all of us loves samurai.
hot penis on penis revenge action. Yes.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay. So Toast, what about you?
It doesn't. It's not a sports series, right? So no.
What? What? I guess
What was
sure.
that one
Because
series?
of boys. Oh, okay.
What was that one
Um,
series where that chick steals people's boobs? Uh,
steals their boobs.
yeah.
What?
What was it?
Uh,
Manyu Hikencho. If it unless it's something similar to that, I'm not interested.
oh, this. Okay.
You
Well,
don't remember this
yeah, it's
series,
not gonna be
Fire?
that. No,
What?
I know of it. I know of it.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it. Anyways, Dark.
Probably not. I'm gonna get my fill of the tried and true with Bungo season 4. So
Okay. I might check this out. I'm not like super versed to these things, but the issue is like usually they don't have like the best like plots a lot of times, especially if it's like I gotta go out and get revenge, bro. Revenge. Oh my god, revenge. It's like usually those don't end up being very good plots just because the authors just don't write that, uh, develop that very well. So
but I mean,
I'm
who's
not.
getting revenge though?
Yeah,
'Cause aren't
that's true.
they getting they're not getting revenge for themselves.
Yeah, but it's gonna come out. Like they're not. It's gonna be episodic at the first, obviously, right? But it's eventually gonna develop into the backstories, and then like the main character's gonna be like, oh, "I saw that guy in the alleyway. He must be the guy that fucked me over." And then that's just gonna be the sort
What
of
way,
deeper
Spire?
development arc, right?
In what way?
So,
You-
I have no
Get
idea.
get it? Get it, Spire? In what way? Because it's a yaoi.
God damn it. Anyways, but yeah, that's I've never been confident in the
Uh,
plots of these series, but
I mean, unless it can beat out Tokyo Revengers, I don't think it's gonna be the best Revengers series ever made.
I think those are slightly different series,
I
but
mean,
I understand what you're.
can it beat Crybaby? I don't think it can. 'Cause that's pretty good, dude.
Anyways, I think so. I'm gonna check this out. I don't have much confidence in it though. So next on the line here, we have Onimai. Oh god, this series is Onimai. That's the short for Oniichan wa Oshimai, or I'm now your sister. Is the Onimai. I'm now your sister is the localized title. This is a manga original, I believe, done
I want to say
by.
this is like a really old manga. I think I've read this
Uh,
before.
it was apparently it was 2017.
Yeah, that's
I know
old.
what you're talking about because I saw this a while back, but I forgot like when it actually came out. But yeah, I actually saw this on Twitter before I like
What?
saw this like on like manga aggregation sites and stuff. But anyways, this is a manga original. Oyama Mahiro was just a normal erotic game loving dude until he woke up one
Same.
morning as a woman.
Damn,
Turns out
same.
his mad
Damn, same.
scientist little sis. Yeah. Turns out his mad scientist little sister Miyari tried out one of her new experiments on him with a disastrous outcome, as far as Mahiro is concerned. But Mihari is determined to study him as he is determined at. Okay. But Miyari is as determined to study him as he is determined to go back to his shut-in game-playing life. And one thing's for sure, life is going to get a whole lot weirder from here on out. I believe this is a short. Is this a short?
I would be surprised if it was.
This sounds like a short, but we'll see how it goes. Nier, are you gonna check out boy turned girl into wacky short hijinks or whatever?
No, I
This
don't.
is looks like a very like early, um, or like late 2000s series. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, this looks like a series that was in vogue like 13 years ago. But Toast,
The
what about you?
animation is really nice, but
Yeah.
I'm really not
If it's a
interested in
short,
this
I'll
premise at all.
definitely watch it. 'Cause if it'll kill time, sure. It's This is a blast from the past because I'm pretty sure I read this manga a long time ago. Why not?
Okay. Dark?
Probably not.
Okay.
I'll have to see. I don't know. I might feel it out. Might see like one episode, but I can kind of like guess what's gonna be going on. So
Yeah, it's very obvious. Like I'm probably gonna fold on it too because it's one thing to have this premise, but it's the obvious development of this. I haven't read the manga yet, although again I do know of it. But it's just gonna be episodic developments of like today. I was a girl, and then people, this thing happened that involved me being a girl. Oh no, oops! Now I'm
Oh
embarrassed,
no!
or whatever.
My,
Yeah.
Oh no! It fell off. What?
Yeah,
It's like
exactly.
Oh no! It fell off and suddenly turned into a cute girl. When's that? When's that series?
Yeah.
oh, that
Oh.
one,
Hell
The
person
yeah!
penis
with
That
one?
series is
penis.
great.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be it's not gonna be very impressive. So I'm probably gonna fold on it as well. So moving on quickly, then we have it is the start of our actual. I think. Actually, no.
No,
This isn't an isekai. This technically isn't an isekai either, right? Technically, this is also not an
No,
isekai.
but it's
but
got
it
the
falls
vibes.
under the
It's
ju-
got
it
the
falls
vibes.
under the
Bro, you
jurisdiction,
can't
yes.
call this an isekai, bro. He did it resurrect from reincarnate from Japan.
If it's
That's not an
if
isekai.
it's a fantasy LN, it's an isekai by default, even if
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not one.
It has a spirit, is what we're all saying. But yeah, anyways, it's a light novel original. It's probably a web novel original, right? This
a light
smells like a
novel.
okay. It is pure light novel. Okay, that's surprising. But it's also called The Iceblade Sorcerer Shall Rule the World. That is the localized title, and I'm not making it up. It is Hyouken no Majutsushi ga Sekai o Suberu. So the Iceblade Sorcerer is hailed as the most powerful sorcerer in the world. The one who inherited this title, Ray White, struggles to deal with his
Get it
own
white?
immense power. What? Struggles to deal with his own immense power. After fighting in the Far East War,
That's
his last
so
accomplishment,
me.
he vanished from the battlefield along with a deeply scarred psyche.
Absolutely me. PTSD, way too fucking strong. Nobody understands.
Excuse me, I'll keep reading.
What's
3 years have passed since then, and Ray has enrolled at the Arnold Academy of Magic, a school attended by elite sorcerers from around the world. Ray is the first quote-unquote ordinary to attend this academy since it was founded. So he's greeted by looks of scorn and contempt from his noble-born students. And now, he and the priceless friends he has found there are about to become entangled in multiple schemes. So begins the story of the most powerful sorcerer's school life. Oh wait, so begins the story of the most powerful sorcerer and his school life filled with both friendship and hardship. Wow, what fucking prose from the Anime News Network
I
description, people.
wish these writers had friends
Yeah.
to
what's his
check
face?
Bro,
them
they do
on
have
these
friends
things.
in the other world, in
Yeah.
the other isekai world.
So that someone could fucking check them and be like, dude, okay, look.
You know
What the fuck makes you think that your strongest mage in high school fucking isekai like story is gonna be like the one?
Yeah. Bro, it got an anime, so it must be good. It has to be a good story, right?
Oh,
Just
yeah.
like, all the other ones were really good. Nier, are you gonna watch? Yo, you like the what was it, Revengers, right? That was cool. Drew, look at this title. Fucking the
Yeah,
Ice
this
Blade
guy's got
Sorcerer. Are you not gonna watch
PTSD.
this?
He's fucking the strongest mage. Like,
Bro, he's literally holding a blue sword, and he gets blue eyes and blue hair when he powers up. You're not gonna watch this? You're
Yeah,
telling me
he's-
you're not gonna watch this?
He's got like you could say he's got like white power or something.
Yeah. He becomes even whiter when he powers
Yeah.
up.
yeah, this is the story of the world's strongest grand wizard.
sorry, Dark. That's a different story. That's a different series.
That's a different isekai. That's a different isekai, yeah. But yeah, Nier, are you gonna watch
What's
this?
isekai?
Fuck no, dude.
It's
Think
so
of this
cool,
series,
though.
Dark.
Toast. What about you?
Yeah, I have to.
You have to, yeah.
Yeah,
You have to carry. You have to carry the
read
burden.
I read the manga, and all I'll have to say is, you guys watch the PV, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Looks
did.
better than the
unfortunately.
manga. Here's the manga.
Oh my
Like
god.
shit.
What?
That
What
is
the-
fucking awful looking.
It's closer to the
It
light
looks
novel
it looks
art.
like somebody tried to
Weird.
draw Iruma-kun, but then like failed halfway.
spilled their drink a little bit on it.
Yeah. Went on a little bit of that method.
Because
But yeah, what about yeah?
this is the light novel art, and it kind of looks like it. So they're going off the light novel art. Am I going? Yeah, I have to watch it. Series is not
Yeah.
that good, but I gotta watch it.
Yeah. What about you, Dark?
No. Like
No.
absolutely fucking not.
Bro, he
I would
becomes
probably
the
watch
cool.
every other show that's coming out this season before I watch this.
Yeah, this is basically an Iceblade magician version of the Greatest Magic Master's retirement plan. Feel
Yeah.
free to read the synopsis of that if you want, but it's basically the same thing.
Okay. I will not watch this. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say. Yeah. So that's a relatively relatively negative review from all of us, I think. But moving on, we have the giant beast of ours. This one, I'm
Arzal
yeah, Arsenal. God damn it, Toast. But the great beast created the land, but humans stole it. Angered, the beast began eating the humans, who in turn called upon the gods to fight the beast. In the age of the sword, heroes, and mythology, giant beasts are hunted by humans for profit. Jiro, who makes his living hunting beasts, encounters Kumi, who is being chased by someone, and at that moment decides to save her. Wait, okay, who's being chased by someone, and at that moment decides to save her. God damn it! Can Anime News Network people like write stuff without 5 commas? Jesus Christ!
I mean, it's also
Okay.
like give a like at least like interpret the synopsis a little bit better of like
Yeah.
being chased by someone and then
Yeah.
decides to
As
save
rumor,
her. Like,
yeah,
there's
as
got to
rumors
be more.
spread about yeah, as rumors spread about humanity and a mysterious experiment, they seek to discover the world's secrets. Fucking A&M people, man. This is by Asahi.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, now that sounds like a series for sure.
This is done by Asahi Production.
This
They
is
are
an
the main
original, right?
producers. Yes, this is they're doing this is one of their rare sort of main anime production projects. Asahi Production mainly does like assistance work for a lot of like bigger series, but this is what they're doing for this winter. The original Japanese title is Arazu no Kyojuu. So you know, it is what it is. Nier, are you gonna check this out?
Near
Yeah.
you love originals.
I don't know if I'd say that, but yeah, I mean, I I guess, yeah, I'll check it out.
Okay. Okay. Anyways, Toast.
Unlike Nier, I hate originals. I love playing it safe by reading the manga before watching the anime. So no, no,
Okay.
hell no.
That's a little weird, but sure. Dark.
Am I could swear, is this not the series that look kind of look whack, like visually, like kind of looks fucked up? Might be thinking of something else, but
Are you talking about
like the
Fairy
premise
Gone?
sounded interesting, but then I could swear that it like yeah, I might be thinking of a different one.
Yeah,
If
you might be thinking of something like a Fairy Gone or something like that, but that's also by a different studio as well. I don't know about this
because I
studio.
just remember there was one in the PV that I remember in the PVs around this show that looked fucking weird. I was like a
Okay.
little disappointed.
Okay.
But if
Um,
not, I'll have to go back and peep that in when I'm not capturing my fucking my browser then. So I'll probably check it out then because the premise did seem cool. I
okay.
like big monsters.
So you're
Okay.
saying you
So
like Attack on Titan?
I did. I liked Attack on Titan season 1. The content that was
Exactly.
covered in that. So
So okay, so that was Dark, and I might check it out, but a lot of these like series Fairy Gone was also an original, right?
You're goddamn right it was.
I was not very impressed by that either. Like I wish kind of these series were a little bit um I mean the thing is with Fairy Gone, right? I liked the people interactions in it. Like I did like that. But it's like I didn't like um I didn't like the simplistic setup of the world because I feel like that kind of also detracted from the more unique ways the characters could have developed, right? Because it's like at the end of the day, like the characters are all kind of like talking about this and like talking about the betrayal and stuff like that. But it kind of gives me like Valkyria Chronicle, vibes, Valkyria Chronicles vibe, where it's like they're all kind of like in there and talking, but it's like at the end of the day, these series are a little bit, or not even a little bit, significantly worse than that, because all they're doing is like after they do their drama and whatever, like their soap opera, right? They go out there and like, all right, we're just gonna kill more monsters, guys, and we're gonna kill this uglier monster, and it's just like, huh? Like so if they can kind of if this series can escape that then maybe, but if they can't then it's just like okay,
They're
whatever.
gonna kill the biggest monster of all.
It's good.
Wait,
It's-
no,
it's
isn't
It's
this,
like it's
is
like
it, was
that.
that not the PV, the dude with like the fucking Super Saiyan hair and the staff?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
looks fine. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I mean, I just saw the Super Saiyan hair come out and I was like,
Yeah.
I was thinking it
Um,
was gonna be, like we're using fucking tech to fight big monsters, or well, like medieval type tech. But
yeah. There's also that like hovercraft or
I'll still
whatever
probably
though
check
as
it.
well.
But
Yeah. But yeah, it kind of reminds me of that like clip of Day 9 ranting about that I think it was like Hearthstone like card packs, right? And somebody was like, "Why don't you cover, this deck archetype with like Druid or whatever deck archetype that essentially just creates like bigger and bigger monsters?" And he's like, "I don't need to cover your deck archetype because I already know what you guys are gonna do. You're just gonna create a monster, and then next turn I'm gonna summon an even bigger monster." And it kind of like the series kind of pans out like that. Is sort of how I see it. But yeah. Anyways, next series we have My Life as Inukai-san's Dog, also known in Japanese as 犬になったら好きな人に拾われた. Or this is a manga original, I believe. I feel like I've seen like one chapter of this a long time ago, but I could be mistaken. This is done by Quad Animation Production, I think a much smaller studio. I haven't heard. Yeah, this is wow. Okay, so they did Kuroitsu-san from the Miss Kuroitsu from the Monster Development Department. So they're a very small studio. This is their second main animation production project here that they're doing. Description. The protagonist suddenly wakes up one day to find out he has been turned into the pet dog of his cool and beautiful classmate, Inukai Karen. While Karen is cool and expressionless at school, at home she dotes on her pet dog. Yeah, I feel like I've seen. No, I've definitely read this. I think. I forget if
You
I.
continue. I'll say my piece later.
I forget if I forget how much I've read of it though, because I forget like all of it. But anyways, Nia, are you gonna watch this?
Oh, dude, no. What the fuck?
Tuss, what about you?
Ask me last.
Okay, Dark, what about you?
no, I honestly like. It takes a lot for me to like really not like the vibes of a series, and it's like this one. I'm like, nah, like this is fucking strange.
Yeah. This I don't remember what I
I do.
read of it, but I feel like I got pretty bad vibes from it. Also, I would have remembered much more of it. Like, it has to be like really bad or like okay to like decent for me to like start remembering it, right? And if I can't remember it, that means it wasn't like the worst like thing I've ever seen in my life. It's not like Redo of Heal or anything, but like it was probably not good is sort of the vibe I get, but I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember. So probably thumbsing it down based upon that. What about you, Toast?
So Dark. What kind of vibes are you getting from this series?
white woman vibes.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Excuse
mean,
me, I would
there's
like to see
that.
the dog.
Yeah, there's that. There's also just like, I mean, I don't know. It's like one of those things where it's like you could tell, like, yeah, this was someone's thing, and I don't. This is a
Well,
real.
Dark. I hate to inform you, you're 100% right.
Yeah, like it's too. It's
The-
like it's too specific, you know. It's
Yeah.
The
like,
the whole as someone who who knows about the series, the whole series is mostly in the dog PV. You never see the human dude. You never see the main protagonist ever. You get a lot of nice nice upskirt angles because he's a tiny dog. So when you look up, guess what you see? Lots of stuff, and that's what this series is. Am I gonna watch it? Hell yeah! What's wrong with you people?
Alrighty then.
But yeah,
Um. Okay.
it's definitely a fetish series, but I mean, I'll watch it. Sure, why not?
Okay.
I'll be brave.
All right. All right. So that's that for that series. Next on the chopping block here, we have uh Buddy Daddies. There is I don't what the fuck. This is a
Is this the
what the
yaoi?
fuck? This is produced by PA Works. They are working with Nitro Plus, and the 2D is being helped by JC staff. What is this series? Um This is a buddy, quote unquote, buddy assassin television anime. I think this is a anime original. Um, they are, yeah, okay. This sounds episodic. The tagline and the promotional video and posters: the buddy assassin's most formidable target is a little girl. Um, is there a story? Where is this? Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it for the story.
Dude,
Okay. The tagline on the visual is starting today, the buddy assassins are raising a daughter. Oh, okay. The main male leads, Kasuke and Rei, are not only assassin partners, but also roommates. Oh, okay. So this is like okay, I get where this is going.
Damn,
yeah.
Spy
So
Family.
so this is like a 2010 Jackie Chan movie, is what you're telling me.
No, this is like pacifier, but there are two babysitters,
Fuck, I
and
was
it's
gonna
Jackie
bring
Chan
that up.
and
So
Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker.
yeah,
It's like
this is
that.
Rush Hour. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
No. It has Jackie
It's
Chan and
Rush
Chris Tucker.
Hour meets Pacifier.
Yeah, exactly.
So baby,
That's
so
what I'm getting.
Baby Driver.
I mean, this sounds like an okay premise, to be honest, as long as it doesn't become like too overly dependent on one shtick, which I'm afraid that it'll be. But it's like, as long as it doesn't do that, then I feel like it's gonna be fine. And it's also between, I mean, Nitro Plus isn't consistent. Let's admit that Nitro Plus isn't consistent, so it could go to shit. Like the story could go to shit, but also as PA
Say, let's
working
admit that
on,
as if that was like it was gonna be
it
really
was
hard
hard.
to get people on board.
Yeah, I mean the thing is like so many people are brainwashed by like Sayano Uta and stuff like that, right? That they're like, I mean, first they forget that Supersonico, right, is also a Nitro Plus thing, right? Supersonico is also Nitro Plus, in case you guys didn't know. And like Muramasa was fine. Demon Bane was a little bit contrived. But Nitro Plus is a little bit inconsistent unless you're getting brainwashed by Sayano
A
Uta and you
little
think that's the
bit.
only.
I don't. I'd say a lot. I'd say a lot.
I'm trying to be charitable. Yeah, I'm trying to be charitable. I went through all of the mid bosses battles. Remember, I went through
Yeah.
all the routes. Believe me, I know.
Again, I will always remind people, Nitro Plus is the company that enabled fucking Gen Urobuchi to write a fucking Equilibrium fan fiction.
Yes,
and
sir.
Like, officially like serialize that. Like
It is
so.
essentially playing a Nitro Plus visual novel
And
or
are
like
you
watching a
saying
Nitro
that
Plus
this
story.
is a bad thing?
Yes, yes, I am.
This is so Nitro Plus watching or reading like Nitro Plus material is like playing Russian roulette with your brain essentially and with your time essentially. But I'm probably gonna check it out. It sounds okay. I just hope they don't rely on one shtick to become too repetitive. Near.
I'll check it out. It looks cute.
Okay. Toast.
Huh? I'm still looking at Inukai stuff. It's weird.
You could look at this series. That'd be cool.
Huh? Oh, you mean the
What-
Yeah.
buddy cop
Buddy
stuff? Yeah,
Daddies.
Yeah,
I mean, it kind of looks cool.
Spy Next
Yeah.
Door.
I mean, I like.
I don't think there's anything about this like animation or like the initial premise that's like worrying, except for the one thing that I mentioned again. It might get very repetitive.
I mean, I do like the good cop, bad cop thing, and as a Spy Family offshoot, it's not bad. I mean, I guess I'll peep it. Why not? Yeah, I'll peep it.
Okay. Dark.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. It does seem fun enough. Like, I think, yeah, I don't know. It's just it seems fun.
Mm. Okay. So pretty good. Next on the list, and that was the sound of me
This is
descending
Spire's
into
forte,
pain.
by the way.
This is a light novel, originally a web novel, called "Farming Life in Another World." The original Japanese title is "Isekai Nonbiri Nouka." After Hiraku dies of a serious illness, God brings him back to life, gives his health and
Thanks,
youth
God.
back, and sends him. Thanks, I hate it. Yeah, and sends him to a fantasy world of his choice. In order to enjoy his second shot, God bestows upon him the almighty farming tool. Watch as Hiraku digs, chops, and plows in another world in this laid-back farming fantasy. This is also by Zero G Productions, who is working, I believe, previously with Lieber in what was it? Magical Revolution of the Reincarnated Princess, right? No, they were working with they were doing Koori Zokusei Danshi, right? The Yuki Onna series. So this is the other series that they're helping with, or main producing, I believe. So this, I have read more than anybody would ever want to of this series. Believe me, I have read enough of this series.
So it's good, right?
Fuck you, buddy. Stop right there. I it again. Longtime viewers of this channel know I am essentially like out of everybody here, I pretty much watch more or less like the slowest stuff overall. I think Dark can come close to it with like his slice of life picks, but in terms of like having slow slice of life picks and like slow isekai stuff like that, I think I'm like the overall like very slow pace watcher, pace series watcher. This series is a sleeping pill. Yeah, I'm a masochist. I don't know what to say, Electro Mastro. Yeah, he's like, keeps reading on the series even though he thinks it's in that. Yeah, it happens to everybody. Sometimes I also need to like actually review the series, so it's one thing, but yeah, this thing is a sleeping pill for me. For a person that reads through very slow, like slow life isekai slice of life, whatever series, this is a sleeping pill. I cannot get through this series. And if I can't get through the series, very low chance that you guys can. It is. It's not good. It's so boring. So I'm not gonna watch it. Nier?
No.
No. Surprise. Toast.
I hate this series.
Yeah, even Toast hate this series.
I'm also someone who's read this series, and it's like once you get to a certain point, there's literally nothing.
Yeah.
It's pretty much like, oh, you completed the main story. Now it's just endgame stuff, and that endgame stuff is pure nonsense.
But even
So
like the descriptions of that end game is just like they literally have a chapter where it's just like, yeah, we farmed and like this stuff, and it's like, yeah,
literally,
we
yeah, it's
farm, yeah,
once
we
you
like
get to
developed the farm. The elves developed the farm. And it's like, god damn it, bro.
once you get to a certain point in the series, it's like there's nothing after that.
Yeah,
It's
it's really
nothing.
bad. Yeah.
I mean, and I love Harvest Moon and the monotony of that game, but Harvest Moon actually has a story if you look past it, and
Mm.
it's like it's a better payoff than whatever this is. So
Yeah,
this is a hard no from me because I hate this series so much.
yeah. Dark.
No.
Nope, and nope, out of
Yeah, I
there.
mean, the last time I tried to like just force myself to do something like this for the memes was Tomoko Market, and I literally fell asleep in
Tamako
episode one.
Market. Oh, talk.
Like,
Oh,
I
Katamari.
actually, it actually put me to sleep.
Tamako Market was honestly the first time where I was serious, like, okay, Okatamari definitely like failed here. This is not a good series.
The
Like this,
first?
d- Was there a series before that that was like
Well,
really
I think
like Tomoyura
I
wasn't
think that
Okada Marie, right?
No.
I was about to say like you something like struck fear into my heart. You're like,
Holy
wait a
shit!
minute,
Could you
am I
imagine?
retarded?
Oh
I
my
was like,
god.
should I have hated on Okada Marie more than I already do? Like, but yeah, I feel like before her, she was placed into stories that was either straight adaptations, like she could do straight adaptations of, or she could do um or she was like she had enough episodes to develop the story, right? Um or like it was stuff, yeah, like here it was like oh fuck, did she work on the Dean version of Fate Stay Night? Is that a
She?
thing?
I
Fuck,
have
she
no
did like
idea.
screenplay for like X amount of character. Yeah, I think it was okay for the most part. Wow, she worked on Kodomo no Jikan. I forgot. Fuck.
Yeah, she's an OG, bro.
Yeah, I think for most part it was okay because like most of these series are like series where they were long anyways. They were like long and like shitty anyways. So it was more the original source, right? Like you can't blame her for writing out Kuroshitsuji, right? You can't blame her for writing out Black Butler because Black Butler was a shitty extended series anyways. But I think really, yeah, Ghostic was bad. Fractal was a little bit iffy. Anohana. Anohana maybe. Yeah, Anohana was iffy. I think Anohana was the first one where cracks really showed, I think, probably. But anyways.
I think my first might have been Zetsu no Tempest, to be honest.
Was Zetsu no Tempest before Anohana though? It wasn't, right?
Um, is it? Let me look.
It wasn't. It definitely wasn't. It has to be like 2013 or something like that. 2012. Yes, sir. Yep.
Okay.
I definitely know. Yeah. Glass of Tempest was bad. It was that was not good.
Yeah.
Very. Yeah. Anyways, next on the list here, then we have something. We have one of our sort of standard, like game adaptation series. This one, a relatively famous game, I think. It is The Legend of Heroes: Trails of Cold Steel, or Sen no Kiseki, Northern War. In the year 1205 of the Septian calendar, Lavia Winslet is a girl born and raised in the poorest region of North Ambria, located in the northwestern part of the Zamorian continent. In order to protect her hometown and to prove that she is different from her grandfather, Vlad, who was once revered as a hero but betrayed Northumbria. Holy shit, how many commas is in this sentence? She joins, Lavian joins the largest Jaegers group on the continent, known as the Northern Jaegers. She volunteers as a hunter and carries out her duties. One day, Lavian, who is immersed in her mission and repeatedly one day, Lavian, who is immersed in her mission and repeatedly violates the rules, is ordered to form a platoon with Martin S. Robinson, Asteria Frost, and Talion Drake on a reckless secret spy mission to the Erebonia Empire. Together, they must get information about the possible existence of the quote-unquote hero of the Empire that threatens North Ambria. So this is who's this made by? Tatsunoko Production. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay. That's obvious enough. Sorry. Nier.
So I know literally nothing about the
The
trails.
Riposte is like Chad
Yeah.
and I begrudgingly have to watch this. Like, yeah, like the people who know, and they'll probably watch this. Is probably
So from what I can gather, because I looked this up a little bit, just because I recognized the IP and was like, oh,
yes, sir.
what is this? From what I can gather, this isn't like just an adapt of the games. This is a story that takes place with the POV of like the bad guys, like the enemy empire from the games or whatever. So I feel like this is probably a lot more interesting if you've played the games. But the Trails of Cold Steel games are like really fucking long, like
Yeah.
really, really, really long. And there's quite a few of them. So I'm not doing that shit. So yeah, I'm probably not gonna watch this, but I feel like for fans of the game, it's probably pretty cool.
Yeah. It's a journey that they probably are going to end up making.
Yeah.
Okay. Toast.
I feel like I shouldn't watch this series unless I played the game. So
Mhm.
that's a pass for me.
No, that's reasonable. Dark.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably pass just because I've never really engaged with the IP, so this seems like it would be kind of a strange way to jump in.
Yeah, this also, so from Repost says, from what I understand, the story here is original and takes place between games, which is nice. Like, it's better than like a weird, like truncated adaptation of one of the game's plot lines. But it's also like, as you said, like it would take more of the knowledge of the game's lore. Right?
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
more like a supplementary piece of media.
Yeah. I appreciate that they did that though,
I
but
might
yeah.
check it
Yeah, I
out.
mean,
I might check it out
it
just
is
to
cool.
see if it sets you up enough.
I'm
But
sure.
something tells me it won't really.
I'm sure.
do
Like,
too
I'm sure
much
they'll name
justice.
drop characters from the game and be like, yeah, like these guys are a big deal.
Mhm.
But I kind of doubt they'll like show up or anything.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I also feel pretty much the same way as, all the other three people here. I wish I could have played the game to maybe watch this, but obviously I think it would serve much more value to the people who have already played the game to check this out. So yeah. Uh, I will be amazed if they put effort with this up. Yeah, it's pretty much just for the fans, probably. Anyways, next on the list here, it is Sugar Apple Fairy Tale. This is a light novel original
What the
done by
fuck?
JC Staff. So this is, I think, the main JC Staff. Oh, and Flying Dog is helping with the music production. Interesting. Okay. Anne Halford is a candy crafter determined to follow in her mother's footsteps and become a silver sugar master, a title bestowed only by royalty. In order to travel to the capital and realize her dream, she purchases Chale? Chale? How do you pronounce this here? Someone go to the Japanese website. I'm gonna fucking watch this
You think
trailer,
I can
guys.
read that shit, bro?
I'm gonna fucking have to read the katakana, right? Motherfuckers. Kale. Share. Yeah, Share. Share Fen?
Oh, Shade. Oh.
Yeah. Share, I think. Yeah, yeah, okay. It is Share. Okay. I don't know why they. Yeah, whatever. I've complained enough about the Anime News Network people here. She purchases Shada, handsome but foul-mouthed fairy. The black-haired, I think, dude, right? As
I
her
would assume
bodyguard.
so.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Mal lists him as Shal.
Yeah,
Just
it is.
Shal.
Yeah,
So
in the katakana is Shado. Yeah, so it's Shao. Um, Shao, handsome but foul-mouthed fairy as her bodyguard. This is again the male black-haired dude in the poster art as well as the trailer. Anne wishes to befriend her new companion, but in this kingdom where fairies are treated as property, Shao wants nothing to do with humans. So this is a very sort of a little bit more of an uncommon shoujo manga setup, right? Shoujo romance manga setup.
I think I've never seen a series more made for women than this show.
What about Vanitas? What about Vanitas, bro?
That's pretty up there.
Yeah.
But this
Penis
one's
is
like
really strong.
this one's
Gotta
like
admit.
I mean the title, the
Yeah.
premise, the characters, the art style, like holy shit, dude.
So are you gonna watch it, dear? Is the real question?
I might watch this, yeah.
Yeah. Wait, is this like a reverse harem? It looks like a reverse harem from the
It
trailer.
absolutely is, yes.
Okay, yeah. This like every okay. So this guys, this is a 2-minute trail. Like I don't really watch the trailers initially when I put them in the playlist. Like I skim through them afterwards, right, to do my homework, but I don't really watch them. This is a 2-minute trailer I put in the playlist, and again, the playlist is pinned in the YouTube chat if anybody wants to click on it. And it is entry number 12. So this is a 2-minute playlist. I am 28 seconds in, and I've already seen like 4 dudes trying to mac on the girl.
Yep.
28 seconds in out of a out of a 2-minute trailer. Do you guys understand? That's only 25%. So
Which means you've only
Dar-
seen 25% of the men.
Yeah, exactly. Toast, are you gonna watch it?
Why is the top rank? What is it called? What is it called? Silver Sugar Master. Why not Gold Sugar Master? What's silver?
Because silver
SSM.
is also pretty, I
It's
guess.
got
Question mark?
alliteration, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
What else is SSM? Super Smash Melee.
I don't think girls are going to have a harem with like Super Smash melee characters as much as these
I don't know,
pretty
man.
Ikemen.
You
But
see that? You see those Fire Emblem characters? Everyone loves the Fire Emblem characters.
that is true. But are you gonna check this out?
No.
Okay, Dark. What about you?
Yeah.
Hell
Actually, yeah,
yes, brother.
for sure.
Hell yes, brother.
Like,
Yeah.
the more I saw of it and the more I heard of it, I was like, yeah, absolutely. Like,
Yeah.
fucking, why
I,
not?
yeah, I want
It's
to. I
gonna
want to check this
be
out as well.
extremely over the top. It's gonna be extremely fucking cheesy, and I'm there
Yeah,
for
yeah,
it.
for sure. Absolutely, 100%. Yeah, I'm gonna check this out. Pretty much exact, like 100% for the reasons Dark is saying. So, anyways, God, we are such suckers in this fucking podcast, man. Anyways, next is Niji Nijion animation. So, this is just a quick. I'm not even gonna really go over this.
It's definitely a short, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely, 100%. This is so short. This is just like a little bit of like thing like to toss to the people because I believe this was announced with the anniversary. I forget if it was like X year anniversary of like this third generation of like Love Live. So it's like for those
Right.
of you who don't know, like Japanese idols in general just tend to have like generation stuff, and so obviously the 2D idols, and this is the third generation of um, Love Live, one of the infamous 2D idol franchise casts. And this is Nijigasaki, I believe, is their Love Live Nijigasaki High School Idol Club, Bat Generation's short spin-off thing. I don't know what's about. It's probably just gonna be like some like short comedy bullshit. It's actually done by Sunrise. What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's weird.
It's
But sure.
seems fully CG, and it actually looks pretty
Yeah,
good.
it's Sunrise. Yeah, it's Sunrise, and it's a short, and they're kind of like flexing their muscles because they
Yeah.
have like time in the winter season. Probably they're like they probably got a decent amount of
I
money.
think I think this project is largely just them kind of practicing, refining their CG tech. To be honest.
Yeah. And kind of getting some pocket money again for the winter
Yeah.
season. Yeah. So obviously maybe if you're interested in watching Love Live stuff and you're a fan of this generation or whatever, I'm only like really in the know with like Sunshine and the first Muse and of course the first two generations. So I'm not really in tune with this. So I'm probably not gonna watch it. Dark, are you in tune with this generation?
No, I'm a Love Live muser. Okay, fuck Sunshine.
You're a
Don't
first
care.
generation
Don't care.
pure.
I'm a Gen 1er.
Yeah.
Don't care.
So yeah, if you guys are interested, I guess check this out if you are a fan of that third generation. But yeah. Anyways, skipping over that real quick. Next on the list here, we have Endo and Kobayashi live. Oh no, Endo and Kobayashi live. The latest on live, right? Yeah, it's live. It's Jikkyo. Yeah, Endo and Kobayashi live. The latest on Tsundere Villainous Liselotte. This is a light novel original. This smells like a web novel. Maybe not. Okay. It is ツンデレ悪役令嬢リセロッテと実況のエンド君と解説の小林さん. So it's like a triple. Like there are like three people like intermingling with each other essentially at the same time. So Endo and Kobayashi just decided to play a magical romance, an otome game featuring a devious villainess named Liselotte. Kobayashi thinks Liselotte is a traditionally dastardly villain, but Endo insists Liselotte is just misunderstood. The pair bicker and argue about Liselotte's character and motivations, but little do they know that Liselotte's in-game fiancé can hear their every word, and their colorful chatter will lead him down a completely different path than his character is supposed to lead. So this is by Tezuka Productions. Tezuka Productions is obviously named after Osamu Tezuka, right? They've done a lot of different stuff. This series honestly sounds pretty interesting. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna lie.
this is a really interesting take on the
Yeah.
villainous trope.
It's like they're like kind of like trying to hook in the people who are interested in like the Isekai Otome game stuff, like as a beginning, like as a very like brief cover, but they're riffing off of it in a very like almost like funky jazzy way. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's very
it's
interesting.
almost like it almost has potential to be like a meta commentary, but
Yeah. Nier, what about you?
I mean, I probably won't watch this, but I do like this setup a lot.
Yeah.
It's pretty original.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'm not too into the villainous stuff. So
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Toast, what about you?
This series is pretty cringe, my dudes.
Pretty cringe.
But
So you're gonna
yeah,
check it
I'll
out?
watch it.
Okay. Dark.
I am into the villainous stuff, so I will watch this. And yeah, the premise seems really fun. So
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check it out at the very least, and I might end up sticking with it. So we'll see. Next, something that I'm probably not going to stick with. It is Unite Up. This is a multimedia franchise, right? You have to tell me this is a
probably.
multimedia franchise. This is done by Cloverworks. Oh, this is a YouTube project? Oh, right. It's like one of those YouTube 2D male idols. Like, by the way, I'm differentiating this from like VTuber projects because like VTubers, what I'm saying is like there's like a general sort of like streaming, general, consistent like content creation agency. This is like a 2D idol, like male idol thing that's been going on for a while. That I think they use like virtual avatars and like occasionally they do streams, but it's like they're selling this like weird virtual 2D idol avatar experience. That's slightly different from VTubers. That's why I'm differentiating the names, by the way, guys, just in case you guys are a little bit confused. Um, so this is Sony Music's next dimensional idol project, Unite Up. And this is obviously again just, they're doing TV, they're doing anime, they're doing YouTube stuff, and this is their anime version. Summary. Kiyose Akira, who sings on a video streaming site under the singer name Kikunoyu. God, what is this sentence? Are you guys seeing the sentence? Oh my god. Anyways, Kiyose Akira is a singer who sings on a video streaming site under the singer name Kikunoyo. One day, the talent agency Smilia Production scouts him. Smilia is an agency founded by the retired legendary idol pair Anela to train new budding idols. Akira then forms an idol group with Naoe Bandi and Izugawa Chiro, who are also scouted. As opposed to what? Like just just like he just like hooked up with them, like Sonic style. They just ran past them. Like what are you talking about?
They were
All right.
they were birthed actually. They were birthed
Yeah,
into the industry.
Birth from the agency.
Yeah.
Their new group, Protostar, will have their debut alongside with other new idol groups with Smiley Production. Legit and Jax. God, these names are so bad. Holy mother of Jesus. Oh God, what is what is happening?
Oh, those are like group names or
Yes, Legit
Okay.
and Jax. That's my. Okay, sure. All right. Anyways, Nier, are you gonna watch this? All the boys
Fuck
YouTube
no,
project.
dude. This is your fucking designated Cloverworks series for this season too, by the way.
Yeah. By the way, wait, did Cloverworks or JC Staff do not Cloverworks? Or not JC Staff? Did A1 or Cloverworks do Ensemble Stars? Because Ensemble Stars got an anime, right? They have to have gotten an anime.
Pretty sure it did.
Yes. Who did that one? No, David Production. Oh fuck, I forgot. David
God.
Production. Dude, male idols gets like 2D male idol franchises get so much fucking money. Like you guys think crypto or like NFTs or whatever, like that's like gonna make you guys rich? No. Put out an okay, like even like half a mediocre 2D male idol like franchise in Japan, you'll get every single fucking yen that like the Fujoshi crowd has to offer.
Spire, that's called Luxium.
Yeah, that's all. God damn it. I can't believe this was produced. Like Ensemble Stars was done by David Production. Although Ensemble Stars is like one of the biggest like 2D idol franchises in Japan. Period. By the way, so I mean, it's sort of there, but I mean, still Productions, right? And this is now done by Cloverworks. Like, are you fucking kidding me right now?
I mean, that's the Sony.
Yes.
That's the Sony Music fucking
Money,
multimedia
yeah, that
project
is
money,
true.
right? So
So Sony Music, Sony Multimedia is like essentially one of the two major forces in the anime industry right now in terms of like publishing and like licensing stuff. The other one obviously being Warner Media. But anyways, Nier, are you gonna watch this?
no,
You're not.
no. Call me
Are you gonna watch?
crazy. Not a fan.
But what if they had like swords and stuff, bro?
Then I would probably watch it. Yeah.
Yeah. Toast. What about you?
So you're saying near you'd watch it if this was what's that? What's that one
Token Rambu?
series? No,
Revengers?
no. What's that one
What's that?
series?
Bakumatsu
I-
Sword Boys?
No. It's the chick who wears a suit, fights with a sword.
A Review Star? No, not
No,
that.
the one that
Fate?
the one that we compared to Witch of Mercury. Why am I blanking on this?
Oh, Utena?
Yeah. Would you watch if it
Oh,
was
okay.
Otena?
Would you watch it if it was a completely different series?
What?
Yeah,
Would
that's
you
true.
watch-
That's a good point. He's got a point.
Yes. I think. I think if this show was Revolutionary Girl Utena, one of the best and like just most influential series out there. Yeah, I think I might watch this show. Yeah, maybe.
Alright.
I
'Cause,
think yeah.
What was the question? Am I gonna watch this? No,
Yeah.
I'm already watching X Solil. I don't need to watch any more boys.
Okay.
I'm peeping Doppio because
Alright.
I must know.
Dark, what about you? Are you gonna watch all the gay YouTube boys? What's happening here?
No. I think I'm good.
Okay. All right. Just an innocent question.
What about you, Spire?
I am definitely gonna smother myself and all the gay idol boys. Yeah,
Yeah, I
no,
thought
Alright.
so.
I don't know. I don't. The thing is, like, let's say, like, regardless of like the gender and like the idol boys or whatever, like even like the idol girl stuff, right? Which definitely got, I want to say, more money, although sometimes they don't look like it, like the infamous Love Live CGI insert
Yeah.
dances, right? Um, they definitely got way more money, right, than any of these series ever got, right? Undoubtedly, all of the Item Master stuff and all the Love Life stuff got way more money than any of these, ever got. However, even they couldn't pump out a decent, plot slash like story, right? And I think it's just going to be the same for this. So I'm not that impressed by any of this usually, and unless they prove me wrong, I'm going to keep believing it. So, or that's the stance I'm going to take. So probably not. Yeah.
Watch an actual. Watch an actual cool gay show, Sasaki to Miyano. Okay.
All right. Next on the chopping block here, we have The Angel Next Door Spoils Me Rotten. This is a Project Number 9 series. They're sort of a smaller tier studio doing some major stuff. I forget what actual series that they did. Oh, yeah, they did Netoge, and you thought there's never a girl online. They did that. Oh, they did Tenshi no Sanpi? Did they do Rokubu as well? I feel like Tenshi no Sanpi and Rokubi was done by the same studio. But yeah, they did some.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did.
Rokubi, absolutely. God damn it. All right. And Psyche, yeah. Recently, my sister's unusual. That shit, fucking god damn it. Anyways, uh, but they're known for doing a lot of these sorts of like weird, like etchy kind of series. This is a light novel original. Japanese title original is お隣の天使様にいつの間にかダメ人間にされていた件. So, Amane lives alone in an apartment, and the most beautiful girl in school, Mahiru, just lives just next door. They've almost never spoken, until the day he sees her in distress on a rainy day and lends her his umbrella. To return the favor, she offers him help around the house, and a relationship slowly begins to blossom as the distance between them closes. Blah 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 blah. Nier, you gonna watch this?
I mean, what is this? Is it just like a straight romance or?
It's probably gonna be a romance with a little bit of like, oh, she's like showing me her panties by accident in the shower or whatever, or in the dressing room or whatever. It's probably gonna be that, right? My guess.
I don't know. I mean, the
I haven't read
PV
the
has like
series.
the PV is pretty somber. Like it seems pretty serious. So I guess there's a little bit at the end, but I don't know.
I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be. I think the tone is gonna be comfy. But I haven't read the light novel. I'll be very surprised if there isn't like a lucky skibbe kind of thing going on. You know what I mean?
maybe
I'll
I
be
don't know.
very surprised if there isn't.
But all I want to say, I'm not gonna watch this, by the way. All I want to say is that like whole thing, because like that's I guess you don't see it too often these days, but the whole like lending your umbrella shit, like I always found that funny because it's like, could you imagine that happening in real life, where like some random fucking person just walks up to you and puts their umbrella over your head? You'd be like, dude, like, can you not? Like, I don't know you. Like,
I think in
I
I've
would
heard.
kiss them immediately. Speaking
Yeah, just right on the cheek.
They
But
say chivalry is dead.
yeah, what I've heard is that there are a couple of things where it's like if there's like super heavy rain and they're like somebody forgot, and it's like let's say it's literally just like across the street to like a bus stop. You know what I mean? Like just like literally like a 10-second
I
kind of
mean,
thing,
sure,
right?
but in
That's like one thing, but it's
this
not just
case,
like here's my umbrella up until like a mile away. That's not a
in
thing.
this
But
case,
yeah.
she's like sitting alone in the rain on a swing set. It's like
Mm,
clearly she's sad and
mm,
she's sitting in the rain. Like she's not moving, she's not going anywhere. Like if you were to just walk up to somebody
mm.
sitting in the rain on like a park bench and just randomly put your umbrella over them, you'd probably instigate a fight. Like that dude would be
Yeah.
like, dude,
I
get
think I
away
think I
from
think
me. Like,
I think it would be like for me, I'll be like I'll walk up to them and be like ask them if they're okay, and maybe like if they don't
yeah,
mind, like
you'd probably be
first,
like,
yeah.
hey man, like, are you
But I
good?
wouldn't be like
But
here's
you would
my
just like
yeah
wordlessly walk up to them and be like,
yeah that's creepy yeah that shit is
umbrella.
creepy.
Like,
I am the umbrella man. So are you gonna watch it, dear? What's
no,
happening?
no, no.
Okay. Toast.
No, no thanks. I'm already turned off by the first line he says.
Okay. Dark.
Yeah.
No. Okay. I'm probably not gonna check this out. I mean, just the source material is a little bit iffy, too much. Project number 9 does do pretty decent animation stuff, but I'm not impressed by this story at all. So next on the list here, we have another isekai, I believe. Saving. This is another sort of female protagonist story instead. It is similar to like one other story that I kind of know, but so I keep like mixing them up. I think Toast probably knows which other isekai I'm talking about, but it's not that one. It's female protagonist one. It is uh saving 80,000 gold in another world for my retirement, and this is a light
Ugh.
novel, I believe, web novel original. This is the original Japanese title is 老後に備えて、老後に備えて8万枚の金貨を貯めます。It is done by Felix Film here. One day, Mitsuha falls off a cliff and is transported to a medieval Europe-type world. After a near-death encounter with a pack of wolves, she then realizes that she's able to transport between two worlds, this one and her own. Wow, this is a lot more similar to the other isekai than I realized. Taking advantage of this ability, Mitsuha decides to live in both worlds and calculates that she'll need 80,000 gold coins to be able to retire. Mitsuha now has to come up with different ways to collect her gold coins. So this what is it? Felix Film, right, has done a decent amount of like helping a lot of other places. Their main production stuff is mostly small. They did Nekopara OVAs. They did Other Side Picnic, which wasn't that good if I remember correctly. A couple other smaller stuff, and this is one of their more rare main animation production projects. Near.
So wait, she's like bringing gold from the fantasy world into her world to
Yes,
retire.
and she's selling it.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
feel
yeah.
like
It's from Isekai to her world. She's-
if you were selling like clearly like minted gold coins,
You get arrested.
you'd probably be put on like a watch list and arrested. Like very
That's why don't worry, Nia, she goes to black market. It's okay.
uh-huh. You'd probably be arrested even faster for that.
Truly an anime the average American can relate with.
Yeah.
So are you gonna watch this?
No.
Toast.
This is the what is this? This is the yin to the yang that is the potion one.
Hmm.
Because they're both female protagonists that have really overpowered powers. They do whatever they want in the other world. Whenever you talk about this $80,000 one, you have to talk about the potion one too, because they're two sides of the same coin.
This
That
kind
being
of this
said,
kind of this is for me at least. It's the inverse of okay. I found this series. It's I won 4 billion in a lottery, but I went to another world. 네, 타카라쿠지대 40억あったんだけど 世界に移住する. That
you're
one?
praising this series. You're praising this series way too much.
I'm not praising it. I'm saying that it's like
I
premise
would
wise, it's sort of the
never
inverse, right?
compare that series to this one.
Is this like not good series?
It's not good
'Cause
at
I haven't-
all.
Oh, okay. That's unfortunate.
Like between this and the potion one, was I Will Survive Using Potions. That's the one. That's the English one. Well,
Mhm.
these are middling.
Uh-huh.
Like her power is just it's blatantly overpowered. Like she can travel between two worlds anytime she wants. So it's like, oh well, I'm in a bit of trouble. Bye. I'm going back to Japan and
Hey, fuck
stock
you. Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, and then she just does whatever she wants, bringing whatever she wants. So the world building's not gonna be good because her powers.
That's a real pity though, because it's like that's just like then it's like it's not even world building. It's just gonna be like random like comedic hijinks, and that's just gonna
That's
be it.
exactly what the series is. Yes. It's
Yeah,
like
that's
ha ha ha
unfortunate.
ha. And
Uh,
when she starts being more strategic in her powers, that's when stuff. When the series really drops off.
okay. Yeah,
But
that's
but
unfortunate.
am I gonna watch it? Yeah, I have to.
All right, Dark.
I mean, there's a reason why the comments are disabled, Spire. On this video.
Really?
No, I don't
Oh
know.
god.
That's what
Oh,
I'm
they
just
always
saying.
on like JP stuff.
Anime, yeah, JP
No,
stuff
yes,
always
that's usually.
disables comments.
But
Dark. What about you?
I mean, I'm torn because I was gonna check it out at first, but I mean, if even Toast is like this fucking sucks, that's not a good sign. So
This does
not.
So probably not.
Yeah, probably
I'm
not.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna. I mean, I might check like an episode of it out to like see the tone just in case, or like I might read the light novel a little bit, but I'm not confident again just because Toast did like uh recommend against it. But yeah, I thought it would be a little bit more like the other one, but apparently not.
One of my pet peeves in isekai is when there's too much Japanese influence. It's like
What do you mean by that?
it's like okay, if you're in an isekai, you at least have to conform to isekai rules. And it's
Mhm.
like if you can dabble your Japanese culture into it while still respecting like the world which you're in. It's like, oh, there's a magic system. It's like, okay, you want to use Japanese kanji, that's fine, but it's still somewhat bound to the rules of the world. This one she has no.
Yes. Okay.
This
Yes.
one she
I
literally
understand.
just like she's trying to be world building in the other world, but it doesn't really matter because every time she does something, it completely wrecks the balance.
Right. Every time she like needs to do something or like something actually like important needs to happen, it's just like I can just do the Japanese stuff. Is what you're saying?
That's like I'll just go to Japan, get this,
Yeah.
and come back, and it's like ha ha
Yeah.
ha. I'm culturally like 100 years above everyone else.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I wonder if they reach a certain point where I'm just like, ugh, I don't like this series
It kind of
anymore.
reminds me of that one series where it's like you read that one isekai where like the dude had the power to like summon an army or whatever, like a modern army in a fantasy world, right? And it's like he talks with like the female, like he has like a female lieutenant or whatever, but like they're all like talking to him, and like he like legit has like a helicopter army and like battalions and stuff like that. It kind of reminds me of that, where it's just
You
like,
want a spoiler for this series?
well, what's happening? What is it?
Don't worry about it. I'll post it. Whatever. Since none of you are gonna watch it,
Yeah,
here you
I'm
go.
sure. But it kind of reminds me of that, like when they're summoning an art. Oh, okay. I see. But yeah, it kind of reminds me of the summoning army thing, because like at that point, like you're just like what is the development here? Like like the world literally doesn't even matter because you already have this army. The rest of the story is just gonna be okay. You're gonna take the army and do things like okay, whatever. But anyways, unfortunate, but some series are just like that. Next on the list here, we have God, another isekai. Chilling in my 30s after getting fired from the Demon King's army. This is a light novel original. This sounds like a web novel from the long title here. Kai, yeah. What is this? Yeah. 解雇された暗黒解雇さ解雇された暗黒兵士30代のスローなセカンドライフ。Dario. So, there. Sorry, I'm like switching from Japanese to English pronunciations. Dario, a soldier in the Dark Lord's army who cannot use magic. Dario is a soldier in the Dark Lord's army who cannot use magic. Who taught these anime news network people to use a comma instead of is? Uh,
Yeah, especially
cannot
in this
use.
fucking sentence. Like,
Yeah.
if you were to use a comma here, you would continue the fucking sentence.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Dariel is a soldier in the Dark Lord's army who cannot use magic. Instead, he wields his intellect and initiative as an assistant to one of the Dark Lord's most trusted captains. But when the captain is summarily replaced, Dariel also loses his privileged position and is fired. In disappointment, he retires in a village of humans, getting a new start in life by using his ability to accept requests for help. Classic stuff. Yeah, I'm already falling asleep. Oh, the main character is Tomokazu Sugita though. That's Tomokazu Sugita, Isekai hero protagonist. Let's go. Let's go. Especially for what it looks like, it's in a more like comedic role. I'm definitely gonna check this out just because of that. Fuck this. Apparently, the production is being done by Good Smile Company too as well. Fuck
what the
what?
fuck, dude?
Okay, I'm definitely checking this out. Near?
Nah.
Okay. Toast.
I watched this PV like a week ago or so, and I never imagined Tomokazu Sugita to voice Dario. It's weird.
Yeah.
Um, but in terms of, I don't know, banished hero from the Demon Lord army trope, or banished hero trope, because I guess this counts as a banished hero.
Yeah, yeah, it essentially does.
It's
Yeah.
probably one of the better ones. It's better,
Okay.
definitely better than Yusha Yamimas, I guess. You
Usually
got
Yamimas, the issue is like usually Yamimas just had the worst villains. It was like arguably like I wouldn't say Shield Hero had worse villains, but they're pretty neck and neck. You know what I mean? Like it was just like you went nowhere with the villains. It was bad. But anyways.
but
Um
or I guess what was the one where the dude was like red? The dude was named Red, and he got banished to the countryside.
the something
Uh,
guild whatever. I got no. I wasn't considered a true
yeah,
member of the party, so I went to the
I like
countryside
that
or something like that.
series, and I'll say this is on the same vein because there's actual progress
Yeah.
in
Okay. Oh, okay.
the
Yeah,
main
yeah.
characters' relationships. So
Okay. I can see where you're going.
that's
Yeah.
definitely a
So this is
big
gonna be like
positive
another
in
sort
my
of
book.
guilty pleasure kind of series then. Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of slow life, but at least I'll say stuff gets done, like
Okay.
relationship wise between the characters. So
Okay.
yeah, I'll definitely check this out.
All right. Dark.
Uh, eh.
Oh, yeah. So you're probably not. All right, that's fine. Next, all right. So that's then that then. So I think that was an isekai rush of unprecedented
Not done
proportions,
yet.
and yeah, we're gonna get into some more after this. But anyways, but before that, we're gonna have a short,
I've
not
never heard of
ad
this
break.
series.
Yeah, we're gonna have a short, not ad break. We're gonna cover arguably, I guess not arguably, the biggest
I'd say it's
series.
arguable.
Arguably, okay. Well,
I feel
we'll
like
keep going down. In
Neo
terms
might
of
be
the anime
better.
community, right? Um, arguably one of not arguably top two, arguably the most famous
Yeah, for sure.
series coming out this season. At least top two is what I'm saying. This is Trigun Stampede, uh, based off the manga original. Obviously, this is a
Are you sure it's
second.
based off the manga?
We'll talk about that. We'll
I
get to
mean,
that.
it's based
Uh,
off the IP.
yeah. So,
Exactly.
it is an adaptation of the franchise birthed by the manga. It had a series before, and this one is being done by Orange. Orange, the very famous studio known for doing Hoseki no Kuni, doing Beastars, just known for their innovative, just very like top, just like spearheading the future of anime technology or anime production technology, and they are taking on one hell of a beast in this franchise. Do you guys want me to read the summary? I mean,
You might as well.
okay. Vash the Stampede is a gunman on the run with a 60 billion double dollar bounty on his head, which
Double
has made it
dollars.
yeah, which has made it difficult for him to go anywhere without being chased and shot at. Because of the bounty, every town he ever visits ends up being destroyed because of his pursuers. And miraculously, no one ever gets killed. Meryl and Millie are two insurance agents that have been sent to find Vash the Stampede and keep him under surveillance so no more damage is caused. Meryl, who leads the pair, can't believe that the man they have just met could possibly be the legendary gunman. This spiky-haired, gangly, and blonde young man is extremely friendly, a pacifist, hates blood and suicide, absolutely loves donuts, and is a dork and a crybaby. There's no way he could be Vash the Stampede, a notorious outlaw, or the notorious outlaw. However, there's more to Vash than just smiles and donuts.
I
Near.
hate how that's being called spiky hair in the modern days.
Well, this is the manga synopsis, but yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Trigun Stampede is very different from the manga. It's very different from the original anime.
Yeah.
Although, to be fair, people that are like whining and complaining about like this is like a bad adaptation probably haven't read the manga and then also watched the original anime, because the original anime was a pretty fucking bad adaptation too. But yeah, so this is like all CG. Studio Orange. It's a very different take, aesthetically. As far as we've seen, Millie is not in this show.
Who's Millie? Or not Millie? Meryl.
Meryl's the blue-haired girl in this, I believe, right?
What? I don't know. Let me- What?
Alright, so
I'm pretty
Who
sure.
is it?
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, whatever. I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Okay.
And instead of Millie, we get Robert De Niro,
Literally Robert De Niro.
unironically. But yeah, so this is just a very different take. We haven't really gotten any like details on like the real differences in the plot. So far from the PVs they've shown, I think there's like 3 or 4 of them out now.
yes.
The general story seems mostly intact. I mean, obviously Vash looks very different.
Yes.
He's still I think it's a bit more obvious in this that Vash is like not human at all. And he's after his brother, Millie's knives, and then it's gonna be, wacky fucking action packed shenanigans through and through. But yeah, the main difference that we've seen so far is just aesthetics and the new like anime original character. But yeah, I'm very excited for this. Personally as a big fan of Studio Orange.
Yeah,
I'm a relative
Nier was
fan.
probably the at least within the podcast the original sort of Orange
Yeah,
fan slash
I'm
stand.
the OG fanboy.
Yeah.
But I'm a moderately large fan, I guess.
Mm.
Of
You're not
Trigun.
gonna blindly yeah, it's with Trigun. I think it's a big name, but it's like sometimes people are kind of like the thing I sometimes find weird about like the type of discussion that's had when like Trigun is brought up with like more casual anime watchers, right? Like when I say casual, like people that don't watch, seasonal stuff like us, right? Like smaller seasonal stuff. It's like they kind of try to bring it up a lot of times as like a contrast to the infamous like Moe blah 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 blah. Like you watch that shit, I watch Trigun. It's
Yeah,
a very like
I think a lot of it's very interesting because I think Trigun uh Trigun like as a series has sort of had a bit of a like I guess not really identity crisis, but sort of like a tone. It's been sort of like tonally inconsistent throughout its various, the manga, the original anime, the movies, and it's sort of jumped a lot between being very serious, very gritty, very emotional, and incredibly like slapstick and comedic.
and part of
Um,
that is because like they want to have all of that. Like they want to have the cake and eat it too because of how they set up the character. But that also creates problems in like you have to be good at doing that switch, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And personally, I'm of the opinion that the original anime balanced that very poorly,
Mm,
like almost incredibly poorly. I think the manga does balance it decently. It's not quite as um, I think it's not quite as well done in terms of like comedic to serious stuff as something like say a Hellsing. But
mhm,
it's solid. But
right.
yeah, I think a lot of like Trigun fans, quote unquote, just treated it as like this really gritty, like, you know, um, sci-fi western, like badass series. Um, when for a good chunk of it, it's kind of just not that at all. It's
Mm,
very goofy. Um, but yeah.
yeah. So definitely, obviously, you're gonna check it out.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this
Yeah.
for me, this is like the one, maybe two, I guess, shows this season that I'm like actually excited for. So,
Mhm. So you're pretty much like for at least this going forward, especially because it is again done by Orange at the end of the day. It is mostly confidence and not much trepidation, like a lot of how a lot of people are kind of like almost fear
um,
mongering on
yeah,
social
I
media,
mean,
right?
I don't see them fucking it up. Again, I do think like I was talking about, Trigun is a very like flexible series. Like you can do a lot with Trigun and
Yes.
sort of have
Yes.
it just remain its sort of core, like you know, you really just kind of need like the core pillars of like the story, like the general setup, um, the like pseudo sci-fi like Western like desert um aesthetic,
Mm,
and a lot of guns and explosions, and that's really all you need. Like
mhm,
Trigun is a pretty bare bones like skeleton of a like an IP, and you could do a lot with it. So I'm
right.
personally not really I'm not one that really cares too much about the change in like character designs and stuff. I think they're mostly fine. Um, Bashes is obviously the most drastic. Personally, it's been like as they've been releasing PVs, it's really grown on me. I really like the shades a lot. Um, but yeah, I'm very excited for the show. So
Okay. Thank you very much, Near Toast.
Unlike Nier, I hate what they did to Vash.
Well, we
He
can't
doesn't
always
look like
agree on
Vash at
100%.
all. He looks like a regular guy that I can see if I walk like 5 feet from my house.
Yeah. First of all, if you can find that, point me in the direction. All right.
You don't want to know, but yeah, Near's pretty much summed up what I said, except my camps and they're different. I don't have any expectations with anime. Because Near, remember God Eater? Yeah,
What about it?
yeah. Remember God Eater? Remember Berserk? Except
Yeah.
this one, it has Studio Orange has the advantage of having really good CG. So, I mean, I don't have any qualms about the animation style, but will I forgive can I forgive the story beats and how they change Vash? No. Anyone else tried to change the story beats? And we're like, ha ha ha. What else? You know what else tried to? Yeah, change story beats, and it was like, tongue in cheek. Fate Extra last encore, and guess what? It sucked, but I still liked it.
Okay.
But will I
are you gonna
watch
check
it?
it out?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I have to.
Okay. All right. What about you, Dark?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I have the benefit of not having consumed Trigun in so fucking long that it doesn't matter anymore.
If
But
they don't have,
it's also like, my only real comment was one, I thought I liked the redesign from the beginning. I think he's hot. But what I will say is people who are like, this this really encapsulates Vash. This is an act like a good reinterpretation. It's like, no, like this is the polar opposite. Like almost everything about the new design is like inverse, essentially, right? Like hair is
I mean,
down,
I
glasses
think
are big.
I think this design on Vash is a bit more fitting for his general like character type. Um,
Yeah,
but I do think a lot of the
yeah, like it
charm,
fits.
a lot of the charm of the original Vash is that you had this very edgy, like sort of, um,
Very edgy looking
badass,
guy.
very
Yeah,
badass looking dude, but he was a
who's a
fucking like
goofball.
he was a dork, like he was a loser.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Um,
I think with this style, it's very on the nose. Like they're quite pretty much going for that contrast where it's like, oh, he's just like an innocuous guy, and then he'll go full power, right?
yeah.
But the original design was much more like to emphasize the general tone of the series rather than the contrast of the character, if that makes sense, right? It's like
Yeah.
that original design creates a much more it doesn't sound appropriate, but like a Wild West kind of thing, as Nier kind of was talking about, right? Just like
Yeah, I mean, it's
whatever,
also,
bro. I think
to be
goes.
fair,
Yeah.
it's also very much a product of the time where,
Yes,
like
absolutely.
you had these characters with these big flowing cloaks and a bunch of belts and, you know, all this shit. Very
Mhm,
spiky hair. Um,
absolutely.
I will
Okay.
say this about Vash's hairstyle though. It's like if they're going to take it from the manga, I can get why there's a reason why Vash has two-tone hair, but if it's there just for artistic, like, because I feel like it, then I'm never gonna forgive that.
I mean, they'll probably do something with tone hair. I mean,
And remember when we all saw it, I was like,
like I said earlier, this design for Vash, like with the like constantly visible, like, weird like robot arm. Like I think they're definitely not really hiding the fact that Vash is not human, right? Like so.
remember when we thought it was like, oh, is this a prequel? It's like because of this hair's different. But then it's
Yeah.
like if you look at the manga, it's like no, it could actually be like later on in the series. Also, I thought like when I first saw his
Well,
bounty, they got us wrong.
a lot of
Got his
people were
bounty wrong.
saying this was going to be a prequel because in the first teaser PV, his bounty is lower.
Yeah, his bounty's wrong. That's why I was like, wait a minute.
But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty much in the
but yeah,
same
I
boat
think.
as yeah. Are you gonna watch it?
Oh yeah, no, I'm definitely watching it. Studio Orange, always awesome.
Mhm.
I haven't watched Beastars, so I'm behind Nier on that one.
Yeah. I'm in the
But
same boat as
but
Dark.
yeah, like it'll be. I think it's gonna be okay that his hair's down. I think I think it's gonna be fine. Like
Okay.
compare spiky haired guy here with his hair going down to new Paul. Okay, And you tell
It's
me which one
true.
made it out worse.
Jeez. Anyways, I think yeah, I'm pretty much at the same sort of boat as Dark with regards to not having really, done like even like heard of the name Trigun for like a long time coming. So it's gonna be interesting
Do you know
to
why it's called Trigun? Why it's called Trigun Spire?
wait, why?
Why is he called the? Why is the series called the Trigun?
He is the Trigun.
Yeah, Spire. But why?
The One Piece.
I don't know. Um, but yeah, I mean, I'm definitely gonna watch it, but it's gonna be interesting to see how it pans out, especially yeah, because it's almost gonna be like the social media commentary slash response to it is almost gonna be as interesting as the anime itself. I'm not gonna lie at this point because it's
Yeah.
like it's very interesting because it's like it's a weird blowback, right? Because it's like the Western community is almost reacting in a very like how do I say this? It's like Oriental preservation in a way, right? Like they are so narrow, so focused on the original design, which is like obviously good, right? Um, but they're so focused on preserving that, right? That they're not like necessarily considering what this product might be on its own legs as much. And this is like all way before the anime is even released, right? At the end of the day.
Well, I mean, there's
Um,
a lot of factors in. I think the initial blowback is
mhm.
a Trigun's a big series, right?
Right.
Studio Orange hasn't really touched many like really big IPs, right? Like their first big, like they came onto the scene with Hoseki no Kuni, right, which was pretty
Yes.
niche, right? It wasn't a super popular manga. Um, and then they did Beastars, which was, obviously a relatively popular manga. Like it won a lot of awards and stuff. Um, but the Western community hadn't really, like they weren't really talking about Beastars, right? Um, and then like outside of that, they've helped with stuff like Godzilla and whatnot. But in terms of like main production, like Trigun is the biggest IP that they've touched for like the Western fan base. Um, and it like I was saying earlier, Trigun is one of those series that has like a sort of weird reverence to it, kind of like Cowboy Bebop. Um,
Mhm.
so like any change you make to it in general is already going to be like looked at with scrutiny. And then you
Yeah.
have the fact that this is all CG, which the Western fan base still hates, right? Like they still
Mhm.
hate just CG in general. Um, and I think with all those factors combined, you get sort of a very like initial like ugh reaction
Unfortunate
from a
reaction.
lot of
Yes.
people.
Yes.
And that sort of just sours the rest of like I think a
Discussion.
lot of people are just gonna be going into this series like specifically to just be like, oh, I hate this already. Like I haven't watched it.
Fuck
I haven't even
this.
watched it. I don't even know if there's like anything actually legitimately different in the story, but I hate this. I hate it. I hate it.
hmm
And it's like,
hmm Yeah, very very unfortunate, especially since this is an era where there is a changing of the times. Like it's a significant changing of the times, and you can even see that because the businesses themselves, the big businesses themselves, are shifting towards it. Right,
yeah.
like these Japanese companies who would never do a change unless it was like kicking them in the balls. Right, they are changing, and so, anyways. So we'll be on the lookout for Trigun Stampede. Again, probably one of the, I mean, undisputably one of the biggest series coming out this season, this upcoming season. And next on the list here is Handyman Saito in Another World. This is a manga original. Bendia Saito-san, Isekai ni iku. Saito is an ordinary handyman who is reincarnated into another world. He forms a dungeon exploring party with Rosa, a beautiful and strong warrior, Morok, a powerful magician who, due to his senility, keeps forgetting spells, and Lafampan, a cute but miserly fairy. His handyman experience is helpful for when they need to open a locked chest or fix their armor. So this is done by C2C. I forget what series that they did recently. Oh, they did the small stuff like go sorry, go shigo go shigo. They did hi no, what did they do? Yeah, they
They
did
did
some
Sword Sky
Sword is Kai, yes. One-chan ga kita. I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting.
and Majo no Tabi Tabi.
Yes, yes, yes. So they did some smaller stuff. Oh, Skimichi Moonlit Fantasy. So they did some oftentimes like high fantasy, isekai kind of stuff. But anyways, near. You gonna check it out?
No, and also Coming Crazy. I don't think a handyman really has that much expertise in fixing armor.
Bro, but what if it's a it's a Japanese handyman. He knows all the Japanese advanced technologies,
Yeah, I don't
bro.
think handyman really take classes in blacksmithing. I don't think that's a thing.
Dude, maybe he played enough RuneScape. Who knows?
Yeah. yeah.
But okay, Toast. What about you? Toast is dead.
Oh,
Dark.
there we go. There we go.
Oh.
It's on. Okay. I only read this series because I read the author's previous works, which is about a lizard girl. What was it called? Like Shed Ryugazaki-san. And I don't know why they tried to make a isekai, but this one's pretty mid.
Okay.
I mean,
but you're gonna be watching it?
yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
Okay.
I'd rather have the Shed Ryugazaki-san anime adaptation about a lizard girl instead of this.
Okay.
But I mean, it's not the worst. It's okay, I guess.
Okay.
Good art,
Um.
good manga art style.
Yeah. C2C does okay stuff these days, especially if they're getting okay money. But yeah. Dark. What about you?
I think I'm gonna check it out. I support blue collar workers, and I do believe that they have the skills to repair medieval armor.
Proletariat
So
isekai? Yeah,
yeah,
proletariat isekai.
I support the proletariat. So
Here, remember, Shiro Emiya is also a handyman. He can repair armor.
It's a little
Jesus.
bit different.
Yeah.
Is it near?
Yes.
So, for those of you who don't know, I've been a very long time. I mean, I think the long-time viewers of this podcast will know, but I've forever been a supporter of more unusual isekai. You know, whether it's anything from like more in-depth like statecraft, like Riso no Himo no Seikatsu, right? Riso no Himo no Seikatsu, or like or this stuff, or like vending machine isekai, or like sword isekai, stuff like that. And I think this is a cute premise that's a little bit, outside of the norm, and so I'll check it out. Next on the list here, it is The Tale of Outcasts.
Damn, that's
is.
us.
It is Nokemono Tachi no Yoru, or it is a manga original, I believe, and it's done by Ashi Productions. So, Wisteria is an orphan girl living in a corner of the British Empire at the end of the 19th century. Wow,
Yuck.
that's a very different 19th century than I had imagined it. Her life is desolate and bleak until she encounters Marbus. Who? Okay, can I?
Marvis.
Can I just say, like, these Japanese, like,
I don't think
names
anybody in the history of
of the British Empire,
of the entirety of the
English
British
speaking?
Empire,
Yeah.
or really of the entirety of Europe, I don't think any human being in
in
the
the
history
English
of
speaking, English
mankind
language, yeah,
on the
English
continent
language.
of Europe has ever been named Marbus.
Oh,
I
near.
don't-
That's the Book of Solomon stuff. That's it. She's part of the artist Gotia.
It's
Yeah.
no, it's just Darwinian selection. Near it's like social Darwinism. It's like when you have like a Marbus, if you have somebody like if their family was stupid enough to name their kid Marbus, they just go off into the forest and they're never seen again.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Near. Remember, King Solomon, he was British.
I don't think that's true.
uh, but yeah, anyway, Wisteria encounters Marbus, a powerful but equally lonely immortal being with a furry appearance. Oh no, hounded by hunters. Together, Wisteria and Marbus roam
Yeah,
the
would you
empire,
not see
populated
this
by
PV, bro?
I haven't seen the PV yet. Populated by humans and human-like beasts, in search of a place where they can live together in peace. Oh
Yeah,
boy.
check that. Peep that PV then, friend.
Oh, Near,
All will be
human-like beasts.
revealed.
Uh-oh.
Uh, uh,
Oh.
oh no, the face is all furry too. It's not even like Spice and Wolf. Oh no.
No,
Oh
they are
no.
furries. They are full. We have
Oh
gone. We have gone full furry.
no.
So
No, god damn it. She's hugging her. Oh god.
so this is like bad Mahou right?
This is Masuka no Yome was written by Furry Fujoshi. Is that?
Yeah.
It was so near. Are you gonna watch it? It's
Fuck no, dude. Oh my god, he's got the like fucking gay spiked collar too.
Near, don't worry. It's the ring of Solomon around his neck.
Oh Christ.
What keeps him in the. It's what keeps him in the Book of Solomon, or else he'd be free.
Uh huh.
Okay.
There's more than one
alright.
ring of Solomon.
Yeah, there's 72.
Why does the guy have like random spikes on his head? What the heck? Like did you see like
Because
the
it's
gray
a
wolf?
it's a
he
true
does.
it's a true furry
Sorry, I was-
design where they just
I was
have
too busy
random
looking at the
shit.
gay collar. Like, God.
Toast, are you gonna watch
What
this?
was that one series with another furry?
Which one? The, like
Uh,
Bodyguard one or?
It was
No,
the
the bodyguard one
Grimoire,
is the fairy
oh,
one.
Grimoire
think.
of Zero, which is better.
Grimoire of Zero?
Grimoire of Zero. It's the one with the Kung Fu
Oh,
artist.
yes. I don't even know, bro. I
Would
mean,
win in a
that one
fight.
isn't. That one is relatively creepy too, but it's like
Yeah, this is
I
what
don't
I
know,
was
man.
talking
I don't
about.
want to think
Like
about it.
he's like a
I
bodyguard,
don't
right?
want.
In
Yeah,
Grimoire Zero.
Yeah,
he's like the
this
wolf bodyguard, and it's like
tiger.
how do I say this? I feel like Grimoire of Zero, like it's obviously built upon like the furry fetish, but I feel like even Grimoire of Zero is less furry fetish than this because this one just has like all of
Aesthetically,
the
at least. Like,
it has like all of the men just like coming out and like I am a beast man, you're a beast man, I'm also a beast man, kind of stuff like that, right? But Grimoire of Zero was just like it had like beast people, but like the main dude was just like the one guy. He was just like, okay, I'm just like a wolf dude, right? Which is obviously like a furry thing, but I feel like even that's less offensive than like this series that just
I
has
feel
furries
like
just popping up all
I,
over
f-
the place.
I
You know
feel
what I
like my only real gripe with this is the aesthetics. I think that's it.
What sort
I
of
think
aesthetics?
truly
What sort of
truly
aesthetics, Dark?
I mean this is E621 thrown into the show. Like this is every furry art like you've seen, like mid furry art, right? Like
The
I
Divine Art
follow
Gallery. The Divine Art Gallery.
I follow fucking what's his name? Is it Kuro Blood or whatever? The artist who
Yeah.
did like waifu and stuff from Arknights, like the furry characters in Arknights.
What the fuck, man?
I think that art is great. I think that art looks cool. I like the way that looks. It's very different from what you would expect. But this is not that. This is
Yeah,
this is the stereotypical like furry art that you could see everywhere. So, and the designs too. The actual designs too, I feel like are exactly what are like really playing into it. Where like
who fucking
again, like the
who?
spikes, like he's got like spikes on his head. I don't know, man.
This is a dude, right? Who made this series? Okay. Yeah. Sure. Okay. Yeah. All right. Anyways, um, I'm already tired. Toast. Are you gonna watch this?
No thanks, bro.
Okay.
This is a grooming series again, in two different ways. Get it?
uh,
Because it's a little girl, and also because they're dogs
I don't
and
know.
wolves.
Yeah.
Ha 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 ha.
God damn it. All right. Dark, are you gonna watch this?
No, no.
Are you sure, Dark?
Again, if it was
Are you
aesthetically
sure?
different, probably. But
Okay.
no. The
All
fact that
right.
the characters look like this, no.
Just watch fucking Mahou.
Mhm. Uh, anyways, fuck. Okay. Next series.
Yeah, I've watched
I
Mahou. But
don't,
like,
don't watch this one. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
this
I
is
mean,
this is
that
gonna be
wouldn't have mattered. I
worse.
was not about to. Okay.
Yeah. Next on the line is Ippon again, manga original, done by Bakken Record. I have not heard of this studio. They did
They've
Joran,
done a
Princess
couple
Snow.
of things.
Yeah, they did Joran. They helped with Weathering with You. They did. Oh, okay. They did Bokuga Ashita Subete no Kimi, which is a series of movie, part of a series of movies done by Matsumoto Jun. It's like a slice of life stuff, and like slightly romance stuff. But anyways, this series, Sonoda Michi planned to quit judo after her final tournament in junior high until her best friend Takigawa Sanae invites her to continue judo in high school. So this is just girls judo club thing, right? I'm guessing. Nier, are you gonna watch it?
Maybe.
You like judo? Yeah, enough to overcome your girls in the club doing stuff? Hey,
I don't know. This just has like a nice like art
I think it
style.
looks nice.
It
you like
Yeah.
looks a
sweaty
bit
girls,
more.
and you like the sweaty girls?
I
Nier?
do,
Is
but
that-
also it looks a bit more I guess like
innocent.
sports series esque as opposed to
Oh,
like
interesting.
girls in a club. You know what I mean? It looks like it focuses more on like
You talk about
you
like
know.
a lot of the animations and stuff as well.
Well,
Like
yeah,
more development.
but like I feel like the PV at least looks like it focuses a little bit more on like the girls actually like doing the thing that they're in the club for, as opposed to just
Okay.
interacting with each other, and then the club is like a backdrop kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
So
Okay.
I'm a little bit more.
All right. I can get behind that. Toast?
Is this the only sports series this season?
So I probably.
If no one else wants it, I'll take it. Yeah, I'll watch it.
Okay. Dark.
Yeah, I'm gonna check this out. Also, I think this is the director's debut
Oh, okay.
because I believe they've only done photography for shows, from
Wow.
what I've
Okay.
seen.
Yeah. He's worked mainly with A1 Pictures to do like photography stuff, and now this is his like pretty much his ascent into. He worked with the same studio. What is the same studio? Bakken Record with Joran, the Princess of like Snow and Blood or whatever it is. So he
Yeah,
did like a
yeah,
lot of like
and
sub director stuff.
Jodan
Yeah.
looked good. I
Mhm.
don't think it was I don't think it was very good in the end, but it looked cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean the plot is different from like the actual audio visuals as well. But yeah. So this is his like first main director role, which is going to be pretty interesting. Okay, I'm probably gonna check this out as well. I don't think there's really a downside for me to not check this out or to check this out. Next, High Card. This is an anime original done by Studio Hibari.
I will say
I forget
before you get to the description here, you are going.
yes.
This is gonna give you whiplash about halfway through. I promise.
This is so Studio Hibari is mainly doing assistant subcontracting kind of stuff. Um, they helped with stuff like Bakugan, Batum. They did helped with Batum,
Wow.
so on. Apparently they were one of the people that were in charge of Duel Masters, one of the studios. So they did that, and some kind of smaller stuff, but Anyways, summary. After discovering that his orphanage was on the brink of closing due to financial stress, Finn, who was living freely on the streets, set out for a casino with the aim of making a fortune. However, nothing could have prepared Finn for the nightmare that was awaiting him. The world order can be controlled by a set of 52 X-playing cards with the power to bestow different superhuman powers and abilities to the ones that possess. Is this a multimedia project for a card game, mobile game?
Let's
This is.
see.
I'm getting smells of like multimedia project. Yep. Okay. Katakala TMS Sammy reveal high
Yeah.
card multimedia project with planned anime. Yep. I could smell this shit from a mile away, from 50 miles away.
Ay.
I was like, the moment I read that sentence, I was like, the world order can be controlled by blah blah blah. I was like, yeah, this sounds like a mobile game coming up. Anyways,
The buddy within himself. The dude just pulled out a freaking emperor. This.
with these cards, people can access the hidden power of the quote unquote buddy that can be found within themselves. There's a secret group of players called High Card who have been directly ordered by the King of Foreland to collect the cards that have been scattered throughout the kingdom, while moonlighting as employees of the luxury car maker
Luxury
Pinocchio.
car maker. Okay.
So yeah, Nier, are you gonna check this out? The exciting multimedia card project?
No.
You're not?
No.
Whoa, but it could be like Shadowverse, but with buddies? Quote unquote question mark.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
good. I think I'm good.
All right. Toast.
Does this count as a card game? Nier, would you count this as a card game?
It's probably just me a fucking gotcha, right?
Whoa,
Like,
that helicopter scene. Did you guys watch that helicopter part? That was not good.
no, I skimmed.
Watch like 29 to 30 seconds. Well,
Uh,
that was okay. But yeah, Toast, you're not gonna watch it?
I
Damn.
might. I kind of want to see what their powers are. I
Okay.
wonder who the Joker is gonna be.
Well, I mean, one of the powers is apparently to just pull out a gun.
Yeah, like I said, so his power is just to pull out Emperor.
Gun.
His buddy is freaking the Emperor stand. Okay.
This is kind of yeah, whatever. Dark.
No, I'm good. Really also freaked me out seeing like these characters and then just getting hit with like hard game with your inner buddy. Like
I feel
wasn't
like the gun
expecting
thing.
wasn't expecting to be hit with like buddy card shit. But you know.
I feel like the gun is a very like Imagine Breaker or like Star Platinum kind of thing, where it's like I get to just punch things really, really hard. And it's like, all right,
Nier,
bro.
he doesn't know. He doesn't know what the Emperor is.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think that's like a special gun, dude. I think that's
It's
just
like
a gun.
That's that's literally what the Emperor is, a gun.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's even worse than what I'm saying. It's but like the concept is just like, oh, I don't have the fancy other part. I just have a
So like,
punch. Like, you know what I mean?
what's
It's
his
like that
card?
kind of
I
thing.
saw he's got the club mark. Is he
Yeah.
the two of club? No, what is he? No, that's a spade. He's a two of spades and it's a gun. Okay.
I might check this out, but I'm obviously like I'm not impressed by any of it so far.
If the powers aren't interesting, I'm bowed out.
Yeah, I mean, if the powers aren't interesting, why are you watching it in the first place, right? Like, why are you even like interested in any of the franchises in the first place? Like, that's
Gun.
the whole. You gun, yeah. Full Persona 5, yeah.
Yeah, brother.
All right, next on the line here. Malevolent Spirits, Mononogatari. Or just simply known as Mononogatari in the original Japanese. It's a manga original. Done by, or headed actually by the inside studio for Bandai Namco Pictures, actually. And apparently Shogakukan and Shueisha are hopping together to actually help produce this. So there's probably a lot of money for this, right? Is this a multimedia too? What's happening? Is this a multimedia?
It's manga original, right?
Oh, it is a manga original. What the fuck? Okay, that's weird. There's a lot of money into this. Um, when spirits cross over into the human world, they can possess old objects and gain a physical form. A tsukumogami. Tsukumogami can be gentle, violent, or somewhere in between. So the Sayanome clan Sainomi clan peacefully helps send them back to the spirit world to avoid destruction. Hyoma Kunato is a member of the clan, but is less than peaceful since he holds a grudge from when a Tsukumogami robbed him of something important. Afraid that Hyoma's brash anger in dealing with his spirits will lead to supernatural catastrophes, Hyoma's grandfather sends him to live in Kyoto with uh, Bota Nagatsuki, an unusual young woman who actually lives with Tsukumogami-like family. So seems like a more ordinary premise than expected. Although
Yeah.
again,
What do you
obviously there's
think?
a lot of money.
What do you think the inspiration was for this main character design?
I don't know, Near. But
Yeah.
that cool muffler is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Or that cool scarf.
Yeah, just it's very, it's very
Definitely.
original.
Definitely
It's
not.
original.
Definitely
It's
not
called.
inspired by a certain Titan series.
It's just
What?
it's original. It's an homage. Near
He's
it's an
literally
homage.
Eren, dude.
I was
It's
thinking Jujutsu Kaisen.
No, he literally looks like Eren.
That's Mikasa's scarf, though. That's the thing.
Yeah. Like
Yeah, he gets that.
yeah.
This guy's
and
Damn,
yeah.
met the
Anyways,
best of both worlds.
it also kind of reminds me of the scarf that for some of the poster art for like Ginkgo and Mushishi. But yeah, anyways. Nier, are you gonna watch it?
Probably
Why? Why the
not.
sigh? I mean, it
Probably
has a lot of
not.
money.
Like
TV is super wet.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the visuals are not really that great. Considering like this seems like a very action heavy series.
Both not enough frames.
I don't know. The art style is very strange too. I don't know. The
The
lines
proportions are a little bit off.
the
and
lines are
also-
very thin too. Off the mangas like that, but yeah, probably probably a skip for
Okay. Toast.
No. No.
Okay. Dark.
Nah, I'm good.
I might check this out because I've always been like a sucker for like really bad, shitty, like like overcoming like Japanese spirit beast kind of things. Like I read Tokyo Ravens as well, and it's shit like that. So I might check a little bit of it out, but I'm obviously I'm not very confident in this going well. Next, we have Reborn to Master. Oh God, here we go. Back for Isekai. Reborn to Master the Blade, from Hero King to Extraordinary Squire. This is a Studio Comet production. What is this? Light novel original? Sounds like a web novel somewhere. 英雄を武を極めるため転生す。転生す。そして世界最強の皆歴史。Hero King Inglis's last wish is to live again as a warrior. Though, however, when he awakens, he realizes he's been reborn as a girl to a noble family. Oh, it's this isekai, huh? This isekai became pretty famous in Japan, actually. He's reborn as a girl to a noble family. Even when rejected from the knighthood, she sets out to be the most extraordinary squire there ever was. Yeah. I should just read the light novel or whatever original format it was. That's probably more interesting than whatever the fuck's going on here. I have not read it yet though. But seems like not that much worth checking out. Nier.
Can I just say this season fucking sucks cock?
To be fair, like the stuff, like the original stuff that's like in there that's like not isekai, it's like interesting. Like a lot of them are like are relatively interesting.
There's
but
way
it's like,
too much fucking Isekai this season, dude.
yeah, the
Unreal.
isekai ratio this season is surprise. Like even for me, like when I see this kind of stuff, it's just like, whoa, there's like a head, like even compared to the usual amount of isekai that's like in these seasons these days, right? This is like way more, for sure.
But yeah, I'm not watching that.
Okay, Toast.
I like this series. It's very similar to the previous series. What's it called? The Magical Revolution one. Except in
Mhm.
this one, she's basically an isekai dude who's like, oh, who's a pure battle junkie. So all she does is want to fight people. And that's what she does. She just
Okay.
fights people. It's mostly like 90% fights and nothing else. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's
Okay.
like it's pretty much gonna be fights, 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 and that's what I signed up for this series, and that's it.
Yep.
Some light fan service, but whatever. I can handle that.
All right. Dark.
But I will say one thing. Well, what like there's a bunch of there's a group of people in this series called the Hyrule Menace. I will never forgive them for using that term for them. They're gonna get sued by Nintendo.
God damn it. All right. Dark. What about you, sir?
No, I'm good.
Yeah. Okay. Next. By the way, when Nier was like, how do I say this? Talking about like the amount of Isekai, I actually like scroll down real quick just because I want to, because I usually do that as a habit just to see how many series we have left, and I just like started laughing a little bit because
Yeah.
this is not even the end of it, dear. Not even the end of it. All right. Anyways, next is we have Ayakashi Triangle. This is a Connect production or studio production, manga original. Japan may be brimming with mysterious monsters called Ayakashi, but they have a special exorcist ninja force to counter the threat. Young exorcist ninja Matsuri spends his days fighting Ayakashi to protect his childhood friend Suzu. But when an Ayakashi cat named Shirogane shows up, things get turned upside down. So near. I'm gonna go to the trailer
Just
real
an
quick.
etchy, right?
Looks like it
Looks
looks
like
like
etchy.
yeah, this looks like Lucky Skibbe.
Um,
Not even Lucky Skibbe. He's just going
yeah, I
etchy
don't
here.
know. It seems kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, this seems not great.
Oh,
Probably,
it's
probably
like
not.
the cat. Is the cat turning into like the ninja girl? Is that it? Okay.
I oh I don't know.
No,
It
it's just
just
there's the ninja girl's a new girl. Okay, never mind.
yeah, it
Okay.
seems kind of generic. Probably
Yeah.
not really worth much.
Toast.
No, no thanks.
Dark.
No.
I know what this series is, and no thanks.
No. Dark.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna.
You know what? You know
Yeah.
who this? You know who wrote this, right? It's a Kentaro
Oh, it's
Yabuki.
Kentaro Yabuki. No
Yeah.
wonder it seems so familiar. Fuck, you're right. Actually, no, I'm gonna have to watch this now. Fuck, or gonna read it. I have to. I have to follow Yabuki Kentaro. It is my destiny. I have to do
Yeah,
it.
you didn't realize that from the PV,
It
the
seemed
art.
super familiar, but I didn't know. Like I was like, this is really familiar. Like I don't know
So
why,
yeah,
but it's
so
like
you're gonna cover it. I got you.
fuck you, man. God damn it. All right. Oh, Ayaka's Triangle. Fuck, I
Yeah,
remember
it's this
now.
thing's old.
Fuck, you're right. Oh,
Series
fuck,
is
it's this series.
old.
Yeah, it's an old series. I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, I remember the triangle part. Okay. All right. I'm probably gonna have to read this shit now. God damn it. All right.
What the fuck are you talking? I just clicked on this on Mall, right? Just to
Yeah.
look, and it themes magical sex shift.
Magical sex.
What the fuck are you talking about? Is it just
There's
like
there's probably
Is it
gender
gender
bender.
band?
Yeah, it's
Like
probably gender bender somewhere. Yeah. Mal is
just
like,
call it
it's
gender
Yeah,
band.
it is
dude,
near.
it's the Western anime community. They are dumb.
They
Okay.
they can't
Anyway.
say that anymore. Can't say gender bend anymore.
Or trap, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyways.
it's called magical sex shifting.
Next on the line here.
Wow, it's finally getting an anime adaptation. I haven't read the manga that far. It's like a classic anime Rama one half.
All
Oh,
right, let me move on here. Um, we have from Geek Toys. That's a weird. Okay, Geek Toys Studio Productions,
Been alright.
light novel original. It is apparently Dissolution Adventures will save the world. Another isekai like that Nia loves. It
Oh
is,
yeah.
bro. It's not technically an isekai, so you can watch it, right? This is what you're okay with this.
Yeah, for
uh,
sure.
人間不死の冒険者たちの人間不死の冒険者たちが世界を救うようです。Veteran adventure Nick's life is falling apart. Despite
What
all no
is that, bro?
Bro, that's the regular English name. That's fine, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Despite all the knowledge and expert, would you rather name your son just Nick, no last name, or would you name him what was that? What was the Marbus or whatever?
Yeah, I mean it's just like look at this like I'm just looking at this cast, right? You have like Tiana, Zem,
Yeah.
Agate, Kizuna, Curran, Nick. Like
Yeah, Nick is the JRPG MC with the rename.
Yeah.
You know how the one standard formula for like one of the isekai likes in these days is like there's like the ordinary like schoolboy that has like the hidden like demon lore power or whatever, right? In the Magical Academy. It's like instead of having like the ordinary powers, he just has like the ordinary name. Like he just the way he hides it is he's just Nick.
Yeah. It's like the
God.
fucking like daily lives of high school boys bit where
Yeah,
Jack.
Jack. My name is Jack. Veteran Adventures Nick, blah, blah, blah. Veteran Adventure Nick's life is falling apart. Despite all the knowledge and expertise is devoted to his adventuring party, his respected leader kicked him out. His girlfriend dumped him, and his teammates shamelessly accused him of embezzlement. Tired, heartbroken, and looking for a drink, Nick chanced upon a few kindred spirits who are jaded as he is. Together, these disillusioned adventurers form an unstoppable team out to save their bleak, depressing world. Nier, are you gonna watch Nick and his adventuring squad?
Well, unfortunately this Nick doesn't have a Yi, so probably not.
Okay. Toast?
How many isekais am I watching this season?
At
A
least
lot.
like 3. And so am I, unfortunately.
It'll
We're
be
like
lower
both
on my
topped up.
list, but I'll probably. I do like the dragon chick, so
We could just read it, right? Toast? This is probably
No.
this has to be a web
too
somewhere.
late.
Bro,
Yeah,
have
it's
you
a manga.
watched this PV?
I'm afraid now that you talked about it, honestly.
You need to watch this and like look at the CG fucking mead mugs that are in a completely
Oh no,
different
it's the
art
Berserk!
style.
Oh no, it's the return of the militancy fucking
They're in a completely different art style. Like
it's the return of the militancy Berserk and the other fucking series, the Blimp series, fucking
Yeah.
Mead Mug 3 CG.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck. No, return of the militancy, not like
The rest
this.
of this
Prince.
looks fine too. It's just like
Yeah, it
those are
does.
just like a weird like fucked up model.
No.
That's so
Dark.
funny.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'll watch it, but it's definitely on a lower tier of what I'm going to cover.
Yeah, for sure. Dark.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna watch this just because it seems funny enough, especially with what Nier pointed out. But I'll reserve my judgment on it for later. Next on the line. Oh, this one. So this is Kubo won't let me be invisible. Kubo-san wa mobu wo yurusanai. First year high schooler Shiraishi Junta is a mob character who goes unnoticed. Mob character being sort of like, supporting, like kind of person off to the side that everybody ignores, who goes unnoticed even when he's standing right next to you. But his classmate, quote unquote heroine level beauty, Kubo, always notices him and is there to tease him. Anyone can become special to someone, but it might be a little too early to call these feelings love. This is a Pine Jam production. Pine Jam did they do Sweetness and Lightning?
What's the deal with this guy's forehead?
Oh, they did do it yourself recently. Right. I forgot. They did a couple of other stuff too. They most infamously I think started out with stuff like Just Because, I think. and they did like a lot of other Tao on Monday and stuff like that. Getsuyobi no Tao, and then they went into a lot of other stuff as well. Near.
Maybe. It looks cute. It looks kind of like a more I don't really know what the word would be, but it kind of reminds me of Tanaka-san. If you remember that one, Tanaka-san just
Mhm.
wants to sleep or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I might check it out.
Okay. Toast.
I don't like his weird forehead. No,
Okay.
look at his forehead. It's weird. Also, he's got the dead eyes. No one likes the dead fish eyes.
Mhm.
Yeah, no.
Dark. What about you?
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. Why not?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna check it out as well.
Seems cozy. So
Yeah. Let's see this. Next on the list here.
Oh, that has Kana Hanazawa. Yeah, I'm definitely watching.
Yeah, that's the main character. Or the main heroine. Excuse me. But another series that Nier is definitely gonna watch here is
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Oh, Spire. I see
Yes.
Ayane Takatatsu here too.
oh,
I hate you all.
Spire's not gonna
Damn.
be able to handle this.
Wait a
one.
minute. No, Nier is definitely gonna watch this next one. Do you know why? It's a Mappa series.
Oh
It's
shit,
the
Nier, you want
Mappa
this one?
series of
Alright,
the
I'll give it to
season.
you. Here, you can have this one.
You're so fucked here. You are fucked. It is. By the way, this is one of the worst series, like one of the
What?
worst isekai series I've read in quite a while. Too. Um, I'm just not that impressed. Like the thing is,
Why
like
is this
okay,
the
the
Mappa
very initial
series?
arc, I was okay with, and then afterwards it was just like, this is campfire cooking in another world with my absurd skill. Also, this is a light novel, or I forget if it was original. I don't know. It was not a manga original. It was I think it was a web novel original. I'm pretty sure. Um, Tondemo skill, Tondemo skill de isekai horo meshi. Uh, so Mukoda Tsuyoshi was nothing special in modern Japan. Surprise. So when he was summoned to a world of swordplay and sorcery, he thought he was ready for the adventure of a lifetime. Too bad the kingdom that summoned had only got him by mistake. Not only was he not one of the three summoned heroes, but his stats were laughable compared to theirs. On top of that, there's something really sketchy about this kingdom. He immediately left to make his own way in this other world. The only thing Mukoda can rely on is his unique skill, the quote unquote online supermarket, a skill that allows him to buy modern goods in a fantasy world. It's useless for combat, but if he plays his cards right, he
Not
can lead a
really.
comfortable life. At least that's what Mukoda thinks. But it turns out modern food bought with this skill has some absurd effects. Surprise, surprise. Mukoda introduces ridiculously tasty modern cooking, Japanese cooking, yeah, to a fantasy world and gets some ridiculous repeat customers begging for more. By the way, the initial like thing is just like he attracts like a super powerful like a monster wolf, and then like Fenrir essentially, and then he just like destroys everybody else from then onwards. Yeah, are you gonna watch it? The Mappa series?
Yeah, Nier, you gonna watch it?
I hate you, dude. Yeah, I'll probably watch.
Christ. Christ on a stick. All right, Toast, what about you?
Don't worry, Nier. This series is pretty harmless. It's just a
That's not.
dude.
I don't think that's the part he's focusing on.
It's just.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just. It's just a dude who tamed a wolf, and they do fun things together. And it's a bunch of cooking.
You know, Nier, you know how it's like we already have some studios like White Fox that like essentially do isekai series, like focus on isekai, pumping out isekai series for their living for the most
Yeah.
part, right? Do you think, and I don't want to like offend you or make you like leave this podcast right now, but do you think in like a few years Mappa is gonna take that position?
Um, I don't know. I mean, it's tricky, right? Because right now,
Yeah.
Map is like on top of the world.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we've seen that story before, right? We've seen that story
Yeah.
before with Madhouse. We've seen it with JC Staff. We've seen it with
Yes, sir.
Production IG. Sunrise, you name it, right?
Yes, 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 yes.
Hell, you go far back and have Gainax, right? Gainax was like
Mhm.
the anime studio.
Yeah, yeah.
And now
Gainax went
now they sell
from being
tomatoes. So
yeah, now they sell duty free tomatoes, bro.
Um, so like I don't doubt that one day Mappa will be a complete shell of what it used to be, right?
But today is not that day, near.
And I feel like this series was probably a contract they picked up a while ago.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
And then they were
Again,
like,
like a lot of like studios use this like winter season as sort of like a either like a filler or like small studios use it to like kind of show what they can do in a sense, right?
Yeah.
It's like you're not a lot of times winter season, like unless it's like due to like weird like schedule shifts like COVID, right? Which is completely different, right? That's like a once in a lifetime kind of thing. Unless it's something like that, usually winter season doesn't have like huge series back to back. It's not like that. So
yeah. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean,
yeah.
this
We'll
is probably
see.
just a small contract they picked up
Yeah.
just to fill out the
Just
repertoire.
get some money. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get some money. Yeah. Um Dark, sorry.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna drop the other mid isekais for this.
For this
I
one.
said I would watch.
Because it's Mappa?
You know? Yeah, I'll probably drop the handyman. Never mind. Fuck the proletariat. Fuck the blue collar workers.
I might check the God damn
You
it.
said you hated
Yeah, I
Spire.
don't like it. I don't like the story, but it's also drawn by Mappa, and I think it's really funny to see Mappa going like wading more into the isekai, like mud. So I might check it out. I don't like the story though. Whatever. I'll check out like an episode and see what it does. Next is Hyena of the Great Snow Sea. This is actually another one I'm relatively interested in. This is done by Polygon Pictures. I have not heard. Yeah, Repost says I can't believe this discussion. This isekai is horrible. See, yeah, he agree. See, okay. So Polygon Pictures has is animation studio specializing in 3D animation. Most of their animation is using pachinko games. Always a good thing to hear. Yeah, they've done a lot of like different help with a lot of different like 3D CG series and stuff like that. This is based off manga original. Japanese original title, sorry, is Oyuki Umi no Kaina. In a world where land is being swallowed by the encroaching Great Snow Sea, humanity ekes out a harsh life above the Tenmaku that stretches from the roots to the tops of the to the tops of the giant orbital trees. The story centers around Kaina, a boy who lives above the Tenmaku, and Liha, the princess of the small country outland in the Great Snow Sea. So, yeah.
So this is done by
Polygon Pictures, the people who worked
yeah,
on.
they worked on
They did Godzilla stuff
they
too.
did Knights of Sidonia, they did the Blame movie.
Yeah, it says Blame
like
right there.
they're like a CG studio.
Yeah.
They're not quite on the level of Orange, obviously.
Did they do
Yeah, but that's not. Yeah.
Did they do the Kagaster series? Because this CG looks familiar.
I'm not sure.
Kagaster of an insect cage.
I do like their sort of style. So I'll probably check this out. I'm not too sure about the premise really, but I'll probably just check it out just on merit of liking this studio.
Oh yeah. Toast?
No. What was that series where there was black sludge or whatever, and they lived on a giant whale?
I don't know.
Someone covered it.
I don't know.
I think
it
I
was
covered that, but I don't remember what it was
You
called.
talk about like on a whale?
There's like some weird whale.
Yeah, he's talking about
like,
the city on
Makia?
like the sand whale thing.
Yeah.
You're talking about Makia, right? I think, or no? But yeah.
That's what this
Dark.
sounds like.
No, I was interested in it, and then I watched the PV, and it's kind of like whatever.
Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of I'm honestly more enticed by the premise more than the actual animation, but I'll check it out. I think it's interesting enough this season too. check out. This next one, actually, I had a little bit of trouble getting the proper PV for, but I did manage to find it. It is The Fire Hunter. It is a series done by Signal MD. Signal MD is one of the sort of child companies that was created sort of in-house by the overall IG Port Production IG parent company, who runs a multitude of multimedia companies related to animation, media, and stuff like that. Um, Obviously birthed from the original production IG studio. Signal MD, I believe, was supposed to head, I think, more of the online digital like OVAs aspect of it, if I remember correctly. It was like one of those smaller companies, but then it kind of branched out into, I think, making the anime, if I remember correctly. But yeah, this The Fire Hunter is adopted from an actual novel. Apparently, it is not even considered a light novel. It is a full novel. Again, something like Horizon in the Middle of Nowhere, Kyokai Senjou no Horizon. It is Hikari no O. In a world in the chaotic aftermath of humanity's apocalyptic last war, a great forest infested with flameling creatures and other fallen beasts covers the world, and pockets of humanity live in small protected communities. Due to a special weapon used in the last war, human beings spontaneously burst into flame even when merely getting close to a small source of fire. The only safe energy source for humanity lies within the bodies of flamelings, and the duty to hunt them falls to the sickle-wielding firecatchers who brave the depths of the great forest. Among the firecatchers, they whisper tales of one who will be Firecatcher Lord, an individual who will be able to harvest the fire of the thousand-year comet, the wandering spark that has flown in the sky since he was sent up before the last war, but is now returning to Earth.
Near is this Fire Punch?
I don't think that's how that works.
No, this is Fire Force.
Yeah, Fire Force, sir. I think. Near.
So this is written by Mamoru Oshii. So I'm watching.
Also, the music is done by Kawai Kenji, by the way.
Yeah,
Never heard of that guy.
it-
Near. What did he do?
I don't know.
Yeah, just
But
like
yeah.
just some smaller stuff, like Kamen Rider stuff, Ip Man, fucking Ghost in the Shell, Rama, Meso Nikoku, Gantz, stuff like that. Just
Oh
small
yeah,
time.
which Kamen Rider?
Uh, Apparently I'm toast. I'm like on the Wikipedia page. Yeah, I'm gonna sound bad if I
Yeah, pretty much.
answer that question. Yeah.
You forgot. You forgot Fate Stay Night, the original one, and Unlimited Blade Works
Yeah.
movie, the first one.
Yes.
But yeah, there's some good talent behind this. The PV looks really nice in my opinion. There's some spots that are a bit iffy, but the
This
style.
is done by Nishimura Junji as well. What the
yeah.
fuck?
Yeah.
Why is there so much money in this? Who's backing this? What the
I don't know.
fuck?
Crunchyroll.
Oh, it is. Right. It's the production fucking IG thing. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But this like animation style, I don't know why.
Uh-huh.
It really kind of like it really reminded me of something like Wolf's Rain. If you remember that old series.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm pretty excited for this. Hopefully
this seems really
it's not a
interesting.
train wreck.
Yeah. Yeah, cross fingers. But yeah, there's a bunch of like big names on it. So I think, is this like originally written by? No, okay, it's not. Okay. Toast, what about you?
No, it's not Fire Punch.
Not Fire Punch. All right. Dark?
Like I said, I've watched Fire Force, so
Already enough
I know
for
all
me.
about people spontaneously combusting. Okay.
That's the only
no,
premise of the story, yes.
This will probably be something that I go back to after time
Mhm.
or something.
Okay. Yeah, reasonable. I am definitely gonna check this out. Definitely one of the more interesting premises of the series. Like even like the premise, like usually like most like premises, I kind of look at it. I'm just like, yeah, this fucking premise is not gonna last. The author, the manga, the web novel author is just gonna fuck it up. It's just gonna be some flighty sky that peters out after a couple of arcs or whatever, or a couple of chapters or whatever it is, and it just kind of doesn't excite me. But this premise actually did send down like a shudder down my spine, and I do I want to watch it. I want to watch it.
I will say I just am always very trepidatious of the like humanity is in like
You're
contained
you're
contained
you're not a
pockets.
fan. Yeah, you're not a fan of the apocalyptic and there's we got to go out and find the energy before we all die kind of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just it can be very obviously
Near
it can work really well, it can work really bad.
near the type to look at Japanese adaptations of like in a few years there's gonna be like a million like fanfic like shosetsu not okay stuff that's like just
Yeah.
like fallout variants and you're just gonna be like nope.
Yeah, I mean like the post-apocalyptic stuff I'm not like it's not that really that I'm worried about. It's the whole like isolated like walled off like
Uh-huh.
colonies thing
Mhm.
that can always be like it can just go really bad. Especially
What
with
are you afraid
Japanese
of?
Dude, if
Is
fire
mainly
is
just
the
like
only issue, why don't these dummies just use electric heating?
wait, so are you afraid of like that sort of thing where it becomes like a dog like the usual like dog eat dog situation like oh I'm gonna take the power and blah 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 and then they start fighting
Um,
amongst each other or
I
like what
just
are you
feel
afraid of?
like a lot of times when Japanese writers take this whole like walled off like human colonies type thing and
Yes.
then it's like they have to go out um to survive. I feel like it a lot of times runs into like especially when you have like a sort of a young um MC, it's very much sort of like like I'm just like discovering the world. And it's like I feel like that's not really necessary.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah.
been done so many times. You could just
This
do
world is
you could just make an adventure series if you really
yeah.
wanted to do that. Like you don't have to make a walled off city kind of thing and be like, oh,
Right.
like this character was so innocent, but now they have to go outside.
Yeah.
I,
Yeah, that is true. It almost becomes like an unironic version of like I don't want to make this discussion too memey, but it's kind of like the opposite of like or the not opposite, the unironic version of like Mars of Destruction, right? Where it's like,
yeah,
oh, the truth was outside the world all
yeah.
along. Yeah, yeah. But anyways, next on the list. Oh no,
I've never
this
heard
is
of this series in my life.
this is a Gaina Productions anime original. It is called The Boys. Apparently, this is done by.
Yeah.
This is a anime series based upon a K-pop group called The Boys. Is that how it works? Yeah, I guess that's how it works.
Me and the boys.
The project aims to quote unquote connect anime and musicals and will also include a stage musical, but it's a K-pop group as well, right? Shouldn't they focus on the K-pop concerts and then do the anime thing? Why are they also making a musical? That's very weird. Okay. Sure, I guess. Question mark. But yeah. Nier, are you gonna watch The Boys, which is all of your favorite things, right? It is the Fujoshi bait plus like
I don't even see
boy.
this. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
on
Yeah, me
ANN,
neither.
so.
Oh, this one,
Yeah,
Flaglia.
Flaglia.
Oh.
No.
It's
There's
all of your
nothing I
favorite
learned from
things.
the
It's like
TV.
it's just like the boy it involves K-pop. It
Is it
involves
actually like a
boy
K-pop
idols.
thing?
It is apparently based off the K-pop group The Boys. I've never heard of them before, but
Oh, okay. Because I was like, what the fuck are you talking? I was okay. Yeah, no,
yeah.
I'm not gonna fucking watch this shit.
Bro, it has all of your favorite things. It has like
Yeah.
random 2D idols. It's based off K-pop and it involves musicals for some reason? Question mark. All those K-pop. Toast. What about you?
I learned nothing from this PV.
Yeah.
Also, does this count as sports?
I don't think this counts as sports. Dark.
No, I'm good.
The
Okay.
boys. Here is Universal
I'm
Music
probably gonna.
first. The boys, take me back. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna skip that. I'm gonna probably skip that over as well here. Next on the list, we have the other very famous
I've
one.
never heard of this one, Near.
It is.
Yeah.
This has been announced for like months, way in advance.
Yeah.
But
This got announced like
last year.
I feel like this got announced at like like mid 2021, and then
Yeah.
it went radio silent for a long time.
Yes. It is Nier Automata version 1.1a, the Nier Automata anime adaptation here. Done by obviously A1 Pictures and supported by, well, not obviously, but like A1 Pictures or some other major studio is probably going to get it. But it is being done by A1 Pictures and obviously supported by Platinum Games, Square Enix, all the people that worked on Nier. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's fucking it's fucking Nier, the anime.
Yeah.
Our Nier. Well, what do you have to say about it?
I mean, I'm cautiously optimistic. So they've been releasing. They haven't really detailed really anything about the story. So one would assume, right, that it's just a straight adaptation.
What ending do you think they'll go for here?
Probably just ending A. But the thing is, recently, one of the more recent character PVs they've shown is a character that was not in the game. And she was in one of the novels. She was in one of the Pearl Harbor and novels. And I think she was one of the people that helped out A2 before the game, like before the events of the game. And character PVs don't really have any story in them, so I'm not sure if that's gonna be like a flashback thing. I don't know if they're gonna like actually just show A2's backstory. She's in that, or if she's like actually in the story and they're gonna be making changes to the story. It's very much a wild card situation. I'm pretty sure this is like being like directly overseen by Yoko Taro, so it's like it could go either way, right? Like this could be a totally different story. This could be totally the same story. Um, it's yeah, I'm really not too sure what to expect from this. But I am excited. Um, Obviously, I like Nier. I like Nier Automata. Um, the PVs that they've shown, they look good. They've got some pretty good animation. The style they've gone for is pretty interesting. It's a bit more colorful than I thought they would have gone for, which is actually nice. But yeah, I'm cautiously optimistic about this series.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch it.
Yeah. Toast?
I've never heard of this series in my life. I'm not gonna watch it.
Uh huh.
All right.
I'll leave it to Nier.
Yeah. Okay. Dark.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
Okay.
Watch it, and I'm gonna keep waiting on that, that near Fortnite crossover. Just waiting,
Yeah.
Here for it.
waiting for the day.
Okay. I'll probably leave it to Nier to review it. But we'll see how it goes. Next, two more to go, by the way. Next on the list here is Spy Classroom. This is actually another one that was relatively made the rounds on social media when it came out. It's been kind of bubbling under the surface for a while, at least in the Japanese community, social media community. It is done by Feel Studio, relatively prolific studio by now, although not like on the top tier like A1 or whoever, right? But they're there. This is a light novel original, Spy Kyoshitsu. Following a great war which engulfed numerous countries and came at a huge human cost, nations have foresworn overt warfare. Now battles are waged between spies, and the small Din Republic boasts an especially capable young man known as Klaus. When Klaus loses his mentor and de facto father, he is given the man's failed mission and told to assemble his own elite spy team to infiltrate the neighboring country. Klaus agrees, but his idea of elite seems more like incompetent, and the girls he picks for his mission don't look like they could spy on someone 10 feet away from them, much less infiltrate an enemy nation. So Nier. Spy Classroom. Thumbs
So
up,
is
thumbs
the
down.
MC like the teacher?
Yeah.
I don't
Honestly,
know.
this looks like a lot like Kage no Jitsurukusha. You know what I mean?
No, you're
Right.
thinking of Assassination Classroom, Spire.
I don't think I am. I don't think I
Who would
am.
win in a fight,
Uh,
Assassination Classroom or Spy Classroom?
Probably
The
the
guy
probably
Kuro
the
Sensei is like
assassination class.
literally yeah.
I don't know. Is this like a? Is this because they're incompetent, right? Is this like a comedy or?
I have no idea actually,
I
but
genuinely,
it
I
looks
genuinely cannot tell from the PV.
it looks like my feeling is that it's gonna have like it's gonna have quote unquote some sort of like soft backbone ish of like some sort of like plot continuing like world building plot action, but it's like the actual value from it is just gonna be some sort of like the girl slapstick doing stuff and occasional kind of like the girls being like, oh, he's a good teacher or whatever. I feel
Right.
like that's gonna be it. I haven't read it though.
I'll keep my eye out. I don't really have the highest hopes though.
All right, Toast.
Yes. Why not? I like Assassination Classroom. Only the manga, though.
Think this is safe.
We'll
Okay.
we'll see who's right, Spire.
Dark.
Nah, probably gonna not.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I might check it out. But I guess I'll let the rest of you guys
I'm
know
not
if
gonna
it's
lie.
enjoyable.
This eye patch girl is swaying my decision a lot more than it should be.
Okay. I mean, you know, it's a small detail. It's a small comforts in life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like an anime. And last but not least, obviously, we come across uh, Technoroid Overmind.
Oh boy, what a name.
This is a series done by Doga Kobo. Wow, Doga Kobo, huh? Doga Kobo, obviously, known for series like uh, Yuri Yuri. Before that, they had their stuff and stuff like the anime adaptation, and sort of like the Yuri version of like Koihime Muso, so on. But yeah, they've done a lot of series. So this is definitely a different bent from them. They usually do, I guess, not like super.
They usually just comedy stuff.
Yeah. This looks like a male idol series.
Yes.
This smells like a
Technoroid is like mixed
Oh
media
yeah,
stuff.
it's a multimedia. Yeah, yep. I knew I can always smell the shit. It's too.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, it's Technoroid multimedia project. There's like a girl in the center. That's a girl, right? There's a girl in the center, but it's like all just like male idol kind of things from what it looks like. Um, Imkai, who was the episode director on Aikatsu, stars Aikatsu Friends, Sunny Boy, Yashahime, Princess. That's actually a pretty decent like resume. Is directing the anime Aidoa Kobo. Boba Yoshimura Ai is supervising. Um, and a lot of people, involved with either other like 2D male idol anime stuff is helping out. And yeah, it's that. Yeah. Elements Garden, who is the music composer for Uta no Prince Sama and Symphogear franchises, is helping composing the music. The story of wretched, beautiful androids. What does wretched mean? Okay, is set on the entertainment tower Babel. Yep. The new source of hope for humanity after climate change has submerged the world underwater. Several unique musical units compete to rise to the top of Babel by moving the hearts of both humans and androids with their performances. For a nation, for a nation like Japan, who's like really like they have their own sort of like surface level disdain of Christianity. You know what I mean? Like they're just like, oh, these like Christian, like pastors and like the people who like go around like knocking on doors. They're such like stupid people or like whatever, right? They're like not like people that you want to communicate. For all this stuff, they sure do love their like Christian references. You know what I mean? Like it's very.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it It is an interesting mythos.
Yeah. But anyways, Nier.
No,
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. Also,
It
I'm pretty sure that's a boy, and
is?
I'm pretty sure it's got shorts
Okay.
on. So
Okay. Um Toast.
No, no thanks, bro. Like I said, I have enough on my plate with Niji Sanji En right now.
I think the two are a little bit different, but okay, sure. Um Dark.
Nah, I think I'm good.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to pass on this one.
Are you
I think
sure?
they're. As much as I would love to watch the pretty boys, the Chuo Ikemen, climb the Tower of Babel, I don't think I think I have enough on my plate, especially since I have to watch, stuff like the map by Isekai and so on. So
Yeah.
Anyways, anyways, that was it for our coverage of this season's or the upcoming seasons rather anime series. Again, 50 series in total. We didn't cover all of them. We only covered the 35 sort of unique non-sequel, non-children's show series. And now we'll just finish off here with our sort of impression, or I guess our retrospection on the previous season and brief impressions on the upcoming season. Again, starting with Nier.
Um, retrospective.
Yeah, retrospective on last season.
I mean,
Impression on upcoming.
how do you top last season, bro? Like, holy shit. Um,
This current season, or I guess ending season, is like
yeah,
was pretty
like
impressive.
it's kind of fucking absurd how stacked it is.
The thing
Um,
is, like you can value it kind of like with Chainsaw Man, obviously, but you also had stuff like Bocchi that like just like just like hooked you
yeah, I
like
mean,
in the
I think
face.
there's generally just good shit all around, right? Like,
Yeah,
um,
absolutely.
obviously, like just count it. Like even if you just count sequels, right? You have Spy
Yes,
Family season 2, you have Mob Psycho
yes,
season 3, you have
yes,
Bleach coming back,
yes, sir.
you have To Your Eternity season 2, you have more Uzaki-chan. Like, just didn't like even if you didn't interface with like literally anything new last season,
Yes,
you still had hella shit on your plate, right?
yes,
And then you
yes, yes.
have like all the new shit, right? Like, obviously Chainsaw Man fucking huge. Um,
Mm.
people like Blue Lock apparently. I
Yeah,
didn't watch it.
Blue
Um,
Told
Lock
you
was
guys,
good.
Blue Lock's pretty good.
yeah.
Mm.
Obviously
And it's pretty good.
Bachi the Arc is huge. Urusei Yatsura, right?
Mhm,
Um, Do It Yourself was good.
mhm.
Gundam.
Yes,
Um, you've got Tokyo no Karasu. I thought was really, really good.
yes.
Um,
Yeah, it turned out much better than like anybody kind of like expected that sort of like
yeah,
thing to kind of develop, right?
yeah, just like an overall like really good season, in my opinion.
Yes,
Um,
absolutely, absolutely.
and this season upcoming sucks. I think
I
it's
think it's hard to.
I think it's not good.
Nier and I and Dark have been having this discussion a little bit before the podcast started, or this episode started, where it was like, Nier and Dark have been like, this season is mid as fuck, and like I see where they're coming from. I'm not gonna be like out here being like, no, this season is really like valuable or whatever. And that's not what I'm saying. I think if you cut away like a lot of the obvious stuff, and this sounds like me just backing off and being a bitch and being essentially saying the same thing that like Naruto fans say, where it's like, if you take out all the filler episodes, bro, like it kind of sounds like obviously the same thing, and I admit
I mean, if
that.
you take out all the
Um,
filler here, there's like 3 shows.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's like 30 shows. Yeah. I think there's an overabundance of isekai stuff, although a decent amount of them have interesting premises. But the if you cut out like the isekai filter, a decent amount of them are still, I think, you have an okay value from. So I think, at least for me, there have been definitely worse seasons for sure, even in like the recent 1 or 2 years. I think that's what I would say. Probably.
I I guess I don't know. I
struggle
feel
to think of one.
like I don't know. Like I so for me, like going into this previews, right?
Yes.
Trigun and Near Automata were kind of like the only ones that I was like, for sure like watching. Because I had forgotten about the Fire Hunters one. Because I had read about that like a while back when it was announced, but I had
Yeah.
forgotten it was coming out this season. But like outside of those, like there's again like there's so much Isekai. It's unreal. Like I don't think we've ever had this high of a concentration of Isekai series in a
Yeah, it's
season.
like it surprised even me. Again, like I like Toast and I and and all of us because we're all like we've been through this rigmarole many times by now. But it's like we've seen I think an average of like 6 to I want to say 6-ish, right? Isekai series, right?
Yeah.
And this definitely has more, right? At least 1 or 2 series more, right?
There's a lot.
Um
There's a lot.
yeah, there's just like the ratio is extremely big.
Um
And it
and
also shouldn't
like
feel that way because it's like, I guess part of it, it's also like it's part of a 50 series season. So there's like slightly more in comparison, like in
yeah.
absolute comparison, right? But it also feels like there's definitely more compared to a lot of the others.
Um
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't know. Just like looking at the shows on the list, I don't really get the impression that there will be many like potential sleeper hits. I think I don't know. I think like Buddy Daddies has potential. Um
The kinda thing, maybe?
yeah,
I don't know.
maybe like I don't know. It's kind of looking grim. I'm not gonna lie
Yeah.
for me at least. Just
I can see that. Yeah.
it's very hard. It's hard for me to be optimistic about this. Season,
Mm.
outside of like the stuff that like I'm like relatively confident in. Like I really don't expect Studio Orange to drop the ball with Trigun. Um, I feel like Automata could go either way, but I'm pretty optimistic.
Mm.
Um,
I think
yeah,
I think
like
the closest thing I could find also to like it is a sort of like what I kind of consider was like, yeah, this is probably not a great season. I think was this was summer 2021, I believe. Although this one also had I don't know, like at the beginning it had some okay stuff. Let me post it to you guys, and I can post it in the here as well. But this one was the season. If you go down to the descriptions, right, it had like Sunny Boy, it had Kageki Shoujo, and then that was about it, right?
I
You
mean,
could
summer
say maybe
summer
Vanitas.
has Heian Sedai, it has Uramichi,
Oh,
it has
Sansei.
Jahi-sama, it has
Yeah, Giant-sama was a little
Vanitas.
bit more memes. Vanitas was, I think even if you didn't respect it, it was a solid enough hit. Like it had
Yeah, I
its
mean,
own.
Jackie
Yeah,
Sama was memes, but it also like it actually was
Yeah, it
watchable.
wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
yeah. I don't know. I just can't think of a season within like relative recent memory. It's
Mhm.
been like this sort of
Just
slim,
like
you
full,
know.
yeah, okay.
Um,
Especially in the 50 series
yeah, like
season.
there's a
Right?
lot of shows this season,
Yeah.
and a lot of like again, a lot of them are isekai.
Yes,
Um,
yes, yes.
and not a lot of those isekai have really great premises, to be honest.
Hmm.
So, um,
Yeah.
yeah, I do think it's one of the grimmer seasons we've had in a while.
It's gonna
Uh,
be cold winter for Nier.
yeah. So
Okay. Thank you, Nier. Toast.
Well,
Retrospection, previous season,
I
brief
guess the last season
impressions.
was all right.
It was okay.
I don't remember
yeah,
anything that was in it.
Okay, what about next season? Do you
This kind of sucks too. There's
okay.
there's nothing I'm really that interested. Like so far, there's nothing I'm super interested in. There's two good ones. That's about it.
Mhm.
But like last season, Blue Lock, Oh, I mean, I guess last season Blue Lock was definitely the takeaway of, hey, this is actually pretty good, and I'm glad other people think that way too. What else? Sword Dad, good as always. That's fine. Fufu Ijo, people. I've heard someone call it Nisekoi speed run, and I'm like, I like it better than Nisekoi because it is a speed run.
Yeah,
But I
Nisekoi's part of the Nisekoi's problem was that it literally like was the opposite of a speed run.
but the main heroine is more daring than that, like pretty quickly. So that's a disservice to the series. What else? What else did I watch? I did like Akiba Maid War Spire, even though you hate it. I like shitty B movies. Uh, what is it? Urusei Yatsura, good remake, faithful to the adaptations for a modern age. Then I hope I'm still waiting for the Maison Ikoku. Like, you know
Oh
which
yeah, after
one?
Urusei Yatsura? Yeah, okay, that's true.
Because Mao is not that good, and her newest one's not that good either. Futoku no Guild though, pretty cool. Very
Okay.
good.
Uh,
Very good. Fun scenes in there.
okay.
Oh shit!
Uh,
Unclay season 2 is there? I didn't watch that. Hell no.
alright.
I get yeah. Season's okay. Definitely, it whimpered out. I guess would be the thing. No big bangs, but I'm not exactly disappointed. This one, though, I kind of am. Nothing really that good yet.
All right. Thank you, Toast. What about you, Dork?
This is like I feel so grim about the upcoming season. Like I feel I feel so bad about it. What the fuck, dude?
Hold on, hold
Last
on.
season, like this season has like 5 billion fucking shows. And I'm just
I
like,
mean,
nah, like maybe like 4 is that I'm like,
obviously
yeah.
comparing to the current season that's going on right now is a bit unfair just because it's so stacked, but like,
Yeah,
you
but
know,
like that's the crazy
even
part,
outside of the
right? Is it's like
comparison, right?
the prior season is so stacked that it's like you couldn't possibly, well, I mean you could, but like it's genuinely hard to keep up with everything. Like everything that you're like is quality at this point. Especially because there were so many shows where it was like, okay, this could go either way. Like, right? Like Bocchi the Rock, when we were first looking at it, I was like, this is probably going to be standard, but I'll go for it. And then it wasn't. Like, it's anything but. Um, and then like DIY wound up having like a lot of really cool things about it. Um, that really subverted my expectations. And then it's like you have all the sequels, and it's like it was an insane prior season, right? And
Yeah,
then
it
you
was
come
such a
into
solid season for
to the point where it's like almost everything that's airing is like something you could or should watch.
Mhm.
And then this season's coming out swinging where it's just like there's like 50 shows and I'm like, nah, there's like nothing I'm getting here that's like there's nothing I'm getting here where I'm like, okay, this could be like another Bocchi situation or this could be another like
Mm.
DIY situation.
Yeah.
Like
No, that's
I think
understandable.
it's very much more so of like I can kind of get what's gonna go on with like Endo and Kobayashi with the VN like the VN show. Like that could be fun, but it's either gonna be like kind of fun or just like boring.
Mhm.
It's not gonna be like I really don't think that's gonna knock it out of the park for me. And yeah,
Dude,
I think Nier was right, where it's like the only thing that could possibly be a sleeper hit on this list could be like Buddy Daddies. Like that's it. Like I don't see what else could like jump out as like the unsuspecting like hit. And yeah, I mean like there's definitely like I have stuff, especially taking into account like Bungo season 4 and what's it called, season 2, both of these season 2. But like, as far as the originals go, it's like for sure Nier Automata, for sure. Well, Trigun technically, for sure that. Maybe Kubo. Like Kubo might be like the one that really knocks it out if like that's really fun.
Mhm.
Um, but then it's like, you got like that. Campfire cooking is definitely not going to be that.
Okay.
And then it's like, I
Well,
feel like there's a lot of these that are like, oh, it could go either way, but like the negative way it could go far
yeah,
outpaces the like
the
positive
danger
direction it could
potential.
go.
The danger potential. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's like there's so much potential for danger with again with something like Endo and Kobayashi because I'm like that's a fun premise, but like that show can far more easily be just extremely boring and like one note than it can be like, blow me out of the water, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't
Yeah, it's a
know.
little bit
I'm
unfortunate.
I'm just like I'm just like not looking forward to it, to be honest.
Yeah. Um.
It's not the end of the
Yeah.
world just because there's at least some stuff, but it's not. I don't know. I enjoy, especially after this last season. I enjoy little shows that like can unsuspectingly hit me, like DIY or
Mm,
Bochi, and I'm not really seeing anything here that I think is gonna do that.
yeah. I can see that for sure. Yeah. Thank you, Dark. As for me, I think you know, I mean, near. As I just said, most of it, I think, obviously, and you guys as well, pretty much said all of most of what I want to say for the last season. I think last season was a pretty both a relatively well studied lineup at the beginning and also surprising throughout the season in a good way. Um, and it fulfilled with a very fulfilling season experience that I think should be ideally in another uh, world where we're not inundated by Naroke Isekai stuff, right? In an alternate better world, that should be the norm, right? But I think last season was, or this season, I guess, the fall season was fine. The winter season, again, people might know this or people might infer this, but I have a lot more just because I've gone through this whole this entire this has been many years of me reviewing entire seasons of anime from like a 30,000 or like previewing slash going through reviewing like entire seasons of anime from like a 30,000 foot to like going through individual stuff, whatever. So I think I have more of this tendency to just be like, to filter out, like, just kind of be like, oh, this like isekai stuff, just like push it to the side. And that then biases my opinion towards me kind of just being like, oh well, there's a decent amount of value to like pick up. You know what I mean? I'm like a random like vacuum cleaner who like trying to scoop up a bunch of stuff, right? Um, and I've had this sort of philosophy for a while where I'm just kind of trying to scoop up whatever interesting premises that I can that doesn't immediately fall flat because the freaking Japanese writer failed to write a story for more than like one chapter, right? Past one chapter. So in terms of that sort of like premises living, although again, I am becoming more and more cynical by the day on these sorts of premises working out. I think there's an okay amount of value. I would like to see a little bit more again about the giant beast of ours, stuff like that. Maybe a little bit more on Sugar Apple Fairy Tale. Maybe a little bit more on what is it? Uh, Something like Ippon, even like Ippon again, or even like let's see this. What is it? All right, kinda stuff like that. But and Fire Hunter obviously as well. But I think it also helps that a lot of these like how do I say this? A lot of these like isekai series that have come through this season, like an overabundance of these series, I can kind of swallow and chew through, or like kind of check to the side and be like, whatever, this is stupid, kind of as necessary. But I do agree this is not like the greatest of seasons. I don't think anybody's, or even like a good season in particular. I think at best it's like mediocre. Um, but I do think there's a decent amount of value I think that could be found, and the hope is that again, along with Trigun Stampede, along with potentially Near, we're gonna have stuff like uh we're gonna have stuff like Fire Hunter. We're gonna have stuff like that kind of bring up the rear and create hopefully a worthwhile anime season to go through. So that's again my hope. And maybe I'm a foolish optimist. Maybe it's the end of the year speaking, but it is what it is. So that's my opinion on the upcoming season. And with that, uh, we are closing in on our last episode of the year. Again, this is after this, we are not going to have another episode until the first. That is the Sunday of the New Year weekend. So we're not going to do the episode on the 31st. We are going to do it on the night of the first, on the Sunday. So check us out on there. And that is going to be our infamous awards show, end of the year awards show that we're actually doing next year, obviously. So again, thank you to everybody. I'm probably going to say this again next episode, but thank you to everybody who has been sticking with us for the entire throughout the year, watching, listening to us, interacting with us, doing the podcast. So yeah, again, we're going to do the awards podcast on the first. Then a week later, we're going to start our January review, and then regular schedule afterwards. So check. We'll keep you guys updated on our social media. So yeah, thank you guys for watching for all of our episodes through 2022. And if you like what we do, we have our podcast every other Saturday, starting from 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over at twitch.tv/4playAnimeCast, where we talk about the latest and greatest in Japanese animation media, anime, manga, light novels, web novels, visual novels, and so much more. You can see our VODs, all of our recording of the podcast on, again, the Twitch VOD channels, as well as the YouTube VOD, so whichever format you desire. So check us out there as well. We have our social media on Facebook, 4playAnimeCast, and on Twitter, handle at 4ppanime, at 4ppanimecast, all with the number 4, for more updates, information when we stream, so on. So check us out here, check us out there, and we'll see you next year. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.